Hello, Coolers. Hello, and welcome to Barça Live. It's Barça against Alaves today, match day 22 in La Liga. After Real Madrid's defeat yesterday, we have a chance to get... Well, would you look at that? What on earth has happened there? There's no Robert today. You have to put up with me instead. Hello and welcome back to Barça Live. It's match day 26 in the La Liga season, and it's a big day for Barça this afternoon. They play Real Sociedad, of course, a team they lost to in the reverse fixture of this clash. Real Madrid have lost yesterday. It's a massive game that we have to. We've been on very good form in 2025 so far, especially in La Liga. And there's more good news too, because we've got Marc Brau back with us. He served his one-game suspension for complaining too much against referees. Marc, how are you doing?
Hi Pablo, how are you? Yes, of course, I can promise. I learned the lesson. I won't complain on the referees anymore. I don't want to be out of a game due to suspension. But I have to say that the last game against Las Palmas, I was respectful with the referee. But yes, I had one game suspended, yeah, I swear it. I don't want to complain on the referees anymore. And I expect Barça to win today against Real Sociedad. What a day yesterday with the defeat of Real Madrid against Betis. Today it's an important day because if we win, we can get 3 points ahead of Real Madrid. But we have to say that now Atletico Madrid is the leader of La Liga. So we want to win also to be 1 point ahead of Atletico de Madrid. After 5 consecutive victories in La Liga, today we won the 6th consecutive. The team did a great second half against Unión Deportiva Las Palmas last week, but we know that we got a draw against Atletico de Madrid last Tuesday, and we have to improve, especially in defense. Yesterday, Hansi Flick said in the press conference room that it's very important to have players with some fresh legs on the pitch, and today he made 3 changes between the last lineup against Atletico and today, 2 at the back and 1 in the midfield. Let's go with the lineup today, trying to win Real Sociedad. Barça will play with Bocci Chesney at the goal, with Gerard Martin in the starting 11 playing as a left back, with Jules Koundé as a right back, with Pau Cubarsí, and today our captain today, Ronald Araujo, next to Pau Cubarsí as a centre back. Another change in the holding midfielder position. Today won't play Frenkie de Jong. Marc Casado would be at that position, with Pedro in front of them, Dani Olmo as an attacking midfielding, and then our tridente in front of the team, with Lamine Yamal at the right, with Rafinha at the left, and Robert Lewandowski as a striker. Remember that in the first part of the league, Real Sociedad beat us 1-0, so it's important to win them. For the first time this season, we want to beat Real Sociedad in this important La Liga game.
Thank you very much, Marc, there taking us through the Barça lineup. I'm pleased to say that in the studio with me today, 2 familiar faces on the Barça Live couch. Spence, Alex, thank you guys for joining me.
I'm Alex.
I'm Spence.
We're starting from 0, Spence.
Are we?
I think we have to.
Is everything okay? I know that there's no Robert over there.
Yeah, different vibes today, but it's a pleasure to be joined by you two. It really is.
Yes.
Even though I've got a bone to pick with you guys because you've caused a bit of chaos with one of our players.
There's a bit of tension.
So
The last time you spoke to me was
Through a screen.
through a screen.
And
now you're
that
here.
Was, and now
And
we're
you were
here
angry.
together. You were angry too. You told me to take responsibility.
I'll give you both a chance to discuss all of this, and we'll get over it at a later stage for sure.
Yeah.
Spencer Seagull, big game today for Barça, of course, and welcome back to the couch.
A lot of fun today. This should be a good one. We got 2 teams who are both fighting for a lot as it relates to their current European or title race hopes. As you heard Marc say, Real Sociedad have already beaten Barça this year. So let's see how this changes, because Barça are in some kind of league form that we haven't seen since really the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Best streak since the beginning of the year. Alexi Barceta, welcome again too. As Spence said, feels like a big game definitely in the season in terms of where things are right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, especially with the Real Madrid loss yesterday, you want to get, if we win today, we're 3 points ahead of them, 1 point ahead of Atleti. So it's a big 3 points in the overall game, because not too long ago we were trailing that league title by quite a bit, and we're back in it. And obviously Real Sociedad, having beat us in November, they're going to have a bit of confidence coming into this, thinking that, we can do this again. And maybe because of the pressure that we have, to get the point on the board, it's going to be an interesting game, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. Often feels like Sociedad are a team who can do Barça a lot of damage, especially I remember at Camp Nou as well. They got a few good results there in recent times. Let's go through the Barça lineup then for today's clash. You've got Wojciech Szczesny in goal.
Robert can do this without looking at the screen.
Directly. Jules Koundé at centre-back with Ronald Araujo and Pau Cubarsí.
You made him nervous, Spence.
I'm doing it to the camera as well, by the way.
Let him go, let him go.
By the way, he said it, I'm doing it to camera. Gerard Martin is a left back. Marc Castelló is in midfield with Pedri and Dani Olmo. And you've got the special trident back up front, Robert Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha.
Well done.
Well done, Pablo.
Well done.
Well done.
Calma. Strong team, changes. Flick said there would be changes at his press conference yesterday. He said, I think, with games coming thick and fast now in the season for Barça, they're always going to mix it up, here and there. He's obviously chosen this game as Champions League midweek. You guys happy? You content with that?
Yeah, I would say why not? I mean, at the end of the day, you still have, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Rafinha up top. It's nice to see Araujo back, but he still needs to get, a bit of time to get back into full form that he used to be in. I mean, you have, Marc Castelló, Pedri, the front three, and then you have Koundé, who are kind of the pillars of consistency, and then everyone around them kind of just goes into that fluid motion of getting it together and getting the job done. I'm excited to see Olmo, if I'm quite honest, in that 10 position. I think what we've seen from him coming off the bench has been really, really good, and we haven't seen him, be in the starting lineup for a long time consistently. So I am excited to see Dani Olmo in the midfield.
Absolutely. Get your answers in the chat too, as to rate the lineup 1 to 10. I want to see what you guys think about this Barça team. There have been a few changes from the side that drew dramatically, of course, against Atleti midweek. But let me know in the chat what you guys think. I see lots of blue and red hearts. We love that from you guys, so thank you. Spence, thoughts on the lineup? Changes too? How are you feeling?
Yeah, the rotations mean there are 2 games this week, and the 2 games are both big ones, as we know, as we have to come back here on Wednesday and do this again. So there's that. It tells me a little bit more actually about what Wednesday might look like than what today actually is. But Hansi's going to tell you, as any logical person will, you got to take these one game at a time. Yeah. So Castelló coming into the midfield after he had been a regular starter, but I think we can agree he's young. He needs to grow slowly, and some of the biggest games might not be his best spot right now. So every game is a big game. This is a potential title defining game. Wednesday is a knockout style game. So maybe we see Frankie come back in the midfield on Wednesday. Maybe we see Inigo Martinez come back into the center of defense on Wednesday. Maybe Balde is able to get healthy and make it right. There's a lot here, but the one main constant that we have is that those 3 guys up front, Lamine, Lewandowski, Rafinha, they're going to be there, it seems, every game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, looking at that lineup, then we've picked out 3 players who we think could be key for tonight's clash. I'm going to let you guys go left field as well. You're more than welcome to go away from the options I've said. I've brought Araujo in. I think, that's going to be... It's a big game for Araujo, no doubt, in the complexion of his season too. This is a tough opponent too, who will press high too and will put pressure on Barça. Big game for Araujo. Marc Castelló, of course, coming in, for De Jong in midfield. Again, he played against Las Palmas. I think it could be a big clash for him too. And also for Robert Lewandowski, of course, didn't start midweek either. He's, scored so many goals. I think it's 33 now in all competitions. And you two need to allow him to score today. So will today be the day?
Go on.
Out of those 3, Danny, or someone else?
I'm not going key player Lewandowski for obvious reasons. for one very obvious reason. I'm going to go off the script, Pablo. I'm going to go... we can talk about that later. Let's give Pablo the start of the show.
Let's give him what he deserves.
Let's give him calm and serenity.
We will come to you.
We're gonna
give you a chance.
Just give yourself some time, Pablo. Just get into it. You'll feel it. I'm gonna go Dani Olmo.
Okay.
I think it's time for him to have. I'm gonna go hat trick, Dani Olmo.
Well, I'm trying to respect Pablo's wishes within the 3 options that have been provided.
So boring.
And I think Araujo is a really important player today, because as Pablo had stated, this guy doesn't really know what he's doing this season.
Pablo doesn't pay you, Spence.
And it's not, well, I thought we were trying to make him more comfortable.
Okay, go make him comfortable.
Come on, guys.
Sorry. Sorry, Pablo.
It's this is a guy who's kind of been usurped. I'm not talking about Robert. I'm talking about Araujo, who has Inigo and Cubarsí playing just fantastic football all season long. This is his chance to be the anchor at the back of the defense that they need him to be, because there could be some run-ins tonight, because Barca should have most of the ball for this game. Not unlike other games, but even more so today. I just don't think there's as much midfield action for Real Sociedad as we're normally used to seeing.
Perfect, thank you very much. Well, just a few moments ago, Hansi Flick spoke to Marek Bral, so we can hear from the German coach before today's clash.
Next to our coach, in a few minutes to start the game against Real Sociedad. Hi, Hansi, how are you?
I'm good, hello.
How do you see your team? Just only a few minutes to start the game.
Good. So very focused, and you know today we have a home match, and we have to show how good we are.
You said yesterday that you can make some changes in the team, 3 changes with Araujo, Casadon, German, take back with them. What do you want with that changes?
No, I said like before, we need fresh legs, and then so it's also important that Balde get a break. So it's like that. It's like that.
The last question is about Real Sociedad. They had many players injured, others one suspensions, but you said yesterday there is a good team in offense and in defenses. Do you expect a quite different game for the first leg because of these injured players?
No, the coach, he make a good job, and it is really, I enjoy to watch them, and it is really good to see this, and you always see they know exactly how we want to play. They always adapt also about the opponents, and yeah, I think it will be a tough match today, but we are ready for that.
Thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
The words of our coach analyzing the game against Real Sociedad. They have many important players injured or suspended, but he expects a very tough game.
There you have the first words ahead of this clash from Hansi Flick speaking to Marek Bral there. Still expect a tough game, no doubt, against a very strong Real Sociedad team. Well, we've got some more content available for you guys to watch on Barça as just a few days ago, Ferran Torres actually passed right by where we're sat right now, Barça Studios, and he had an interview with one of our colleagues, Llorent Torres, part of the one-to-one series. Highly recommend you go and check out. You know I'm always there at halftime, banging on about the stuff you can watch on Barça. Go and check it out. Speaks about his life off the pitch, how he is with Hansi Flick, his teammates. Highly recommend you go and check out that piece of content. Back to the game then, let's speak about the Real Sociedad team. As Hansi Flick just mentioned there, with Marek Bral, injuries, suspension, not been an easy time right now for La Real, and they are hit.
I'll give you a pass if you want to look at the screen for this one. I'll give you a pass.
to go through the line.
He doesn't have the cards. You're missing the cards also that you usually put notes on.
The cartulinas.
Yeah,
well, I'm actually more than happy to just go with it. But they are missing players. I mean, I think the key player I'm looking at there is no Kubo.
Yeah.
Spencer's someone who I'm thinking is a big absence. I know that's maybe the obvious choice, but maybe you want to give it a bit of insight as to who you think is a key miss for La Real apart from Kubo too.
No, Kubo, he's serving a suspension for the accumulation of yellow cards. The same thing goes for Agard in the back, and Geraldo Becker is on the second game of his 2-game red card suspension. You don't see Oyarzabal in there. Yeah. And the main thing about the lineup that I'm looking at right now, which is obviously not their strongest 11, they're missing Sucic, who's been one of their best players in the midfield all season. But they're also playing midweek. They've got Europa League knockouts on Thursday, so they'll have an extra day to rest up for that, but it's pretty clear that the suspension for Kubo and for Becker, while it's not ideal for a game like today, there were worse weeks for them to get suspended, because now they will be rested and ready to go for that Europa League tie, which is also the same thing that they're fighting for in La Liga this season too. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, for sure. Alex, lots of players missing, but they always seem to give Barca a tough game.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the past games, it was 1-0, 2-1. It's always going to be, I mean, they go for a 4-4-2. It's obviously going to be a lower block than most teams, but they're also not scared to play, which is quite nice. But at the end of the day, it's a hard game. It's hard to break through. And they're a very, very solid team when it comes to the quality of players and the quality of the football that they play. Obviously, we lost against them in the beginning of the season. Not our best moment, in that moment that I don't want to recall. But no, it's a team that's always giving us, kind of problems. We've been able to get past through it most of the time, but the style of play is just, it's a clash with our style of play. But hopefully today, I think with motivation and the team that we have, I'm confident.
Right, thank you very much. We've got a round coming up of Guess the Player for you guys. Let's see how you guys doing this, because I've picked out 3 who I think...
Did you pick these?
Yeah, I've had a little...
Did you do this, Pablo?
Yeah. Me and the predecessor, Robert, we had a look over this, and I've got 3. They're from historic past matches against Real Sociedad.
Okay.
Spence, I'm going to go to you first, okay, for this one. Who do you think? And also play along in the chat. Play along in the chat, because I want to see who you guys go for in the chat.
That is, that's like Jordi Alba. I feel.
Jordi Alba, you're saying. Let's see what the chat says here. I've got Puyol and not Puyol. I've got Griezmann, who I'm seeing here. Messi, Griezmann.
Yeah, I mean, all the obvious answers are there. Neymar.
I'm still not seeing who it is, though. I mean, a lot of you got to think the season as well. Umtiti, Jordi. Pedro.
I knew it.
Pedrito.
I knew it.
You know, yeah.
I knew it.
Did you know that?
I swear I knew that.
Do you remember?
I was scared to say it.
Do you remember the goal he scored for that celebration, by the way?
No.
This was a
God, I
Chilena
knew
bicycle
it.
kick that he scored against La Real at Camp Nou. Absolute screamer. I saw a few Pedros in the chat. Well done to those who got that. I saw a few Pedritos, but
I'm so
not
mad.
many. So, Spence, maybe don't feel too hard done by. Next one up, we've got, let's see if you guys get this in the chat this time. Again against La Real. Alex, I'm coming to you for this one. Think of the thing.
17, 18? No.
Yeah, this is a trick question. I'll tell you why in a minute as well.
A trick question.
Well, I'll explain why in a minute. Who do you think that one is?
That's a clue in itself.
Yeah. Can you see what it says in the middle of the badge and the Nike tip? Okay.
I was gonna go for Coutinho at first, but that's not.
Okay. Let's see what we got in the chat. There's lots of. I've seen a lot of Dembele. And I've also seen a lot
Dembele doesn't have that
of.
hair.
Final answer, Alex. I'm gonna push you for a final answer.
I can't.
I got
It's not- I was gonna go for the-
Teo.
No.
Rakitic.
Deal.
Not Rakitic.
No.
Artur.
Not Artur. Not
I
Neymar. I'm
was
seeing in
gonna
the
go
chat again.
Coutinho. I'll stay with Coutinho, even though I don't think it's the right answer. But
We've got a lot of Coutinhos in the chat too, and I can tell you, Alex, you're
Ole!
right. You said Coutinho, and I was like,
know.
don't move. You know why it's a trick? Because they're playing in the 18-19 shirt, but that's because they got released early. It was actually in the 2017-18 season. Iniesta's last game at Camp Nou was that one against Real Sociedad.
Okay.
Coutinho scored a screamer.
oh, I'm proud of myself.
Well done. Third and final one between yourselves. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you team up with it.
Ooh. Okay, so this is.
Do you know who that is?
I know the season.
Well done.
That's 21-22.
Yes.
Scoring against Real Sociedad.
Indeed.
Man, that was my first season, like watching every game from these studios, and
Yeah?
I don't remember.
You were here.
I would have been here. I definitely would have been here for
Okay.
this game, but my memory is not like Robert's.
I've got in the chat
Nobody's.
Depay. I've got Aubameyang.
It's a good guess. It's also a
Piqué.
good guess.
No.
Umtiti again. Dembele.
Maybe like a Busquets.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
He
to
did
be
score.
honest.
He scored against Celta that year.
Busquets. I mean, I'm gonna go for Busquets just because I've been right for the 3.
He didn't score any others that year, I don't think, though.
Is your final
I like
answer?
Ansu. I like Ansu as a guess. I'm gonna go with Ansu.
Ooh.
Okay. What are your final answers? Are you going Ansu?
Ansu.
I'm going
You're
Busi.
going Busi.
Yeah.
Final answer is Martin Braithwaite. Martin Braithwaite, guys.
We were close. So close.
Yeah, we were really close on that one.
Unlucky, guys.
Espanol legend.
Unlucky, I know. But Martin Braithwaite, 4-2 win. He scored 2 that day, Braithwaite.
Did
He scored a lot of goals that season.
Right at the
He
start.
did.
Right at the start. It was a good
Just before
time. It was a good time.
Lewandowski got here.
Exactly.
And then
exactly.
until we got here.
Well done to everyone who played along in the chat, and well done to everyone who did well. We'll go over the Barça lineup just once more for you. You've got Chesney starting in goal. Jules Koundé is a right back. Gerard Martinez at left back. In the heart of defence, you've got Araujo next to Pau Cubarsí. In midfield, it's Casal next to Pedri. And Dani Olmo up front, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski. And look who we've got with us too. Look who we've got with us too.
Senor Brau.
1 match suspension over, Brau. Welcome back.
Yeah. I suffered a lot out of the game, so it was a very tough game. And I know that I can let you alone with the team. Of course, we got a draw, but when Barca was losing 2-0, I was just out of the game, just thinking, why I'm not here? Why my suspension? I was respectful with the referee last game, but Robert told me that I have to get 1 game suspended. So, well, I swear it just at the beginning of the show that I swear that I won't talk about the referees anymore.
Thank you, Brau. Thank you.
I'll believe it when I see it.
That's very, very, very noble
See,
of you.
always with respect.
Yeah.
With respect, yeah.
We'll believe you. We'll believe you, bro.
Yeah, I will try. Well, you can believe me that I have a very easy quiz for you guys because today very difficult guess the player, Pablo. I don't remember exactly why we choose these players, but I remember that when we choose Martin Madrid, all of us told it would be different, difficult to know which player scored that goal. It was the first game of the season, I remember at that time. So I have a quiz. I think it's easier than the other questions that we did in the guess the player.
I don't trust you, Mark.
Yeah. But I will let you the easy one. I will start with you, Spence. I will start with you. You talked when the guess the player that game was a long time ago, but I want you to remember. I remember that also the same as the guess the player that you can comment with us in the chat, Barça Live fans. The answer. So let's go with the first one. Remember that in the first leg we lost 1-0 against Real Sociedad. Well, we scored the goal. Lewandowski, but well, I said I don't want to talk about the referees. But yeah, in fact, who scored the last Barça goal against Real Sociedad? Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, or Rafinha? Spence, do you remember that?
Who's Lamine Yamal?
Yes, text error.
This is a tough one. I don't remember this.
It's an easy one, Spence.
Is it?
It is easy.
Think on the
It was a penalty.
It would have been last year.
Alex, very
You're on
good.
the right way, Alex.
Oh, well, if it was a penalty, then Lewandowski's a pretty good guess. And all right, yeah, I'll go with Levy.
You go with Levy. Levy scored against Real Sociedad 2 seasons ago.
No,
It's Rafinha. But I have to say, Spence, that you're right because Rafinha only took 2 penalties with Barça. He only has taken 2 penalties. One was against Mallorca this season, and the other one was against Real Sociedad. It was not as difficult. Well, talking about Brazilians. About Brazilians. Remember that with Pau Cubarsí goal, an amount of 17 Barça players, they have scored at least 1 goal this season. For example, there's 2 players in the lineup today that they didn't score a goal, Gerard Martin and Marc Casado. Maybe they can score his first Barça goal against Real Sociedad. But Alex, do you remember which of these 3 players did not score his first Barça goal against Real Sociedad? Ronaldo, Rivaldo, or Romario? 2 of these players scored his first Barça goal against Real Sociedad, but who not?
I love how Mark says, "Do you remember?"
I can't help you here.
I sadly don't remember Rivaldo or Ronaldo
You
or
weren't
Romario's.
watching?
I might have been. I probably wasn't walking it. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go for Rivaldo just to say one.
Well, I have to say that Romario scored the first game in Spotify Camp Nou at that time in 1993. He scored a hat-trick, incredible night. But Rivaldo, his first goals with Barça was not 1, 2 goals scored against Real Sociedad in the first game of La Liga, 97-98. It was Ronaldo. It was Ronaldo who did not score his first Barça goal against Real Sociedad. In fact, first Ronaldo goal was in this stadium against Atletico de Madrid. It was in the Super Cup. So let's gonna guess if Gerard Martin or Marc Casado can score his first the first Barça goal against Real Sociedad. And Pablo, let's go with the last one.
Vamos.
And I have to do this question for you because, of course, it's not possible with Alex and Spence. Why? Because let's gonna talk about Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski has scored 92 goals with Barça so far in his career. But if he scores a hat-trick today, he can surpass a Barça legend. So, who, Pablo, would Lewandowski surpass? If he scores a hat-trick today and he reaches 95 goals, he will surpass Ronaldinho, Pedro, or Neymar.
Wow, that's a good one, man. Because I'm trying to think how many goals did Lewandowski got 92? Has got 92? Did you say?
Yeah, 92.
Neymar didn't. Why did I think that Neymar reached 100? Unless I'm being stupid. Pedro's time has also got to be up there. I'd like to see how close all of these 3 are, by the way. And I think Pedro and Neymar have more. So I'm going to go for number 1, Ronaldinho.
And also you have Ronaldinho in Barça studios usually,
Yes.
so...
Yes.
Yes, Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho scored 94 goals with Barça. So if Robert Lewandowski scores a hat-trick today, he will surpass Ronaldinho. I have to say that it's impossible with Spence and Alex at the same time and in Barça Live.
Yeah.
So Yeah, these are the Barça quiz. I don't have many minutes because you play very well this quiz with me, guys. So we only have 2 minutes to go to my position. So let's go with my secret numbers for today's game.
Ooh.
As usual, 48, 17, and 5. I don't have enough time. Oh, do you know, Spence? What?
You know, we got one of these the other
Yes?
day.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
With me suspended, yeah. But today I don't have many time because the players are going to go
48,
in
17,
on the pitch.
I mean,
so
what-
I have to go quickly. I have to go quickly.
5? Could that be consecutive wins in La Liga?
Fine. But
Olé.
this is one.
Okay.
This is one. But the other ones are not so easy. 48 is interesting. It's the amount of goals that Barça has scored in 2025. So if we score 2 goals today, we can reach 50 goals this year, only in 2 months. Incredible. And 17, I gave you that number. Barça scorers this season with
Yeah.
Pau Cubarsí. Let's try to have more players with this. If Gerard Martí and Casado scores today, they will have more Barça scorers this season. And 5, as you said, consecutive wins in La Liga. I have to go to my position just to end my connection. I will give you my prediction.
Yeah.
I think it will be a tough one, but we want to win 2-1 today, Real Sociedad.
Raul, thank you very much. There's your prediction. Have a good game. We'll speak to you very shortly. As you can see on the screen, we've got all of our other predictions there too. I'm going to start with you, Alex. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go for a 3-1. I'm confident that we can get, the advantage well over, but I wouldn't be surprised if we concede 1 goal. A counter-attack. I think Real Sociedad are motivated, and we've seen it happen before, obviously. But not more than 1 goal, and I think we can score 3 today.
Okay. Spence?
All I know is this type of game is one of those where a non-normal goal scorer is going to score. We know that
Okay.
Lewandowski's not going to score
No,
today.
that's off the.
You
But-
said a Casado or Gerard Martí?
That is exactly
so
what I was
the last
thinking.
time, so the quiz that Mar gave you, it was Lamine, Lewandowski, Rafinha. Lamine and Rafinha scored, and Lewandowski didn't. So I think it's gonna be a repeat of that game essentially.
Wow, did Robert give you his memory for this game? Because
I studied.
you
I
studied because you didn't want to embarrass yourself in the quiz and you
'cause
still lost.
Yeah, I know that's the worst part. I study because I get too competitive and I want to do it right. But then you got the easy question. and
Maybe
I
we
got
can
the
do
hard
some
one.
keepy uppies today between you and Pablo.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, we've
What?
played football together
Yeah,
before.
who do
Alex.
you think could win, Pablo? You or me?
I think you could win, actually.
Do you-
Alex is a top player at football.
The whole idea is to embarrass you.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
I defend myself.
By all means.
Yeah, yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
go
yeah.
I
get
will give
him.
it a go, but keepy uppies is not my forte. Like,
No,
What is
is
your
it not?
forte?
What is your forte, Pablo?
like keeping the ball, dictating the play. Like,
Ah,
on the floor.
Dictating the play.
On the floor.
He's-
Okay, he's
in the middle of the park, on the floor, distributing the play. I'm
Oh,
not a
you-
keepy uppies
I think
man.
you have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to dictate the flow.
Spence, you're going 4-0. then.
Yeah, I've Casado or someone weird's going to score today.
Okay, I've gone for
Gerard Martín.
2-0. I'm also I think we're going to keep a clean sheet today. Actually,
Okay.
I'm confident enough with. I think Real Sociedad have missed a striker actually all season really with how they've put the team together. So I'm going to go and they're missing some of their best creators. So I'm going to go for 2-0. Barça. Interesting that Maddox going for the sort of like the most like tight score. Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. We've got just a few moments before kickoff. I'm going to give you guys a chance to explain yourselves as to what's been happening with Robert Lewandowski and your guys. I've looked past the games. 2 last season.
Yeah.
4 this season.
4 games.
You guys and yeah, 4 this season, 6 in total. And you think that he's scored 33 goals this season, Lewandowski?
And
not
then-
once when you two have been together. What's going to happen? Because I've got 3 questions. What's the problem? Like, is today the day that this curse is going to be broken? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But guys, explain yourself. Or
It
is
is-
it Robert? Is it Robert?
I think it could. The thing is that I trust the connection that Spence and I have together.
Well,
I trust it.
it's not.
trust
It's
it.
not worked well for Lewy here.
I think it could be Robert.
But if you've obviously gone through all of the trouble to find out how many games
Yes.
that we've
Yeah.
done together that Levy hasn't scored, but my next question would be, how many of those games did we lose?
Do you want me to check?
Do you have the games?
We have it written down here. Okay, you've got Barça 1-0 Las Palmas last season.
Okay.
That was a
You
win.
won.
Okay.
The PSG 2, Barça 3, first leg of the Champions League.
That was
We
a
won.
win.
Rayo 1, Barça 2.
We
That was a
won.
win.
Barça 3, Espanyol 1.
We
Win.
win.
Barça 2, Athletic Club 0, Supercopa semis.
Boom.
Win.
And Valencia 0, Barça 5, Copa.
We literally haven't lost yet.
We
so
literally.
what are you talking
so
about?
it's so
But
Would you rather? I mean, the answer is easy. You want to win, whether Lewandowski scores or not.
yes, but it would be good if our top scorer also found the back of the net.
God, you young
Yeah.
kids just want everything.
I
You
know.
want your cake and
We,
you want
we,
to eat it.
we literally said that we have 17 goal scorers and we want 18.
Just never happy. I want to see what guys are putting in the chat here and see if there's any answers to what you guys think the problem was for these three. But
I think today is going to be the day that we see exactly.
Lewandowski didn't even start in the last game. I
No.
don't even think he played because they were winning by so much. He didn't even come off the bench, if I remember right. I don't remember.
in when? Sorry.
The Valencia
The
game,
last
the
time.
last one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That makes it, I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah, so I'll give you that one.
Point is,
Let's see.
Spencer and I win all the time.
To be fair, you've got a very good record. It actually bodes very well for me, so thank you.
So today we're going to continue. We're going to win on your day. So we're going to see if Robert's the problem.
Yeah.
The thing is that if Robert's the problem, then you have to come back always, Robert.
Okay.
I was going to say Robert.
What?
If Robert's the problem, then Pablo has to come back presenting every time that we're together.
Oh, I mean, this is a good crew so far.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You happy? Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Happy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't miss Robert yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Mind you, let's see how this one goes first. Then. Let's go over the Barça lineup one more time for you as kickoff is just a few moments away. By the way, the players are indeed out on the pitch. They're just huddling around and going through their final warm-up. So Barça, of course, Szczesny starts in goal. Koundé is a right-back. Gerard Martin is at left-back. Araujo gets a start at centre-back next to Pau Cubarsí. So Flick shuffling the defence up a little bit. Marc Castells back in midfield. Back-to-back league starts for him. Started against Las Palmas. Didn't start midweek against Atleti, so De Jong drops out for him. Olmo keeps his place, as well as Pedri, and up front Lewandowski was rested midweek. He's back in with these two, unfortunately, and he's next to Lamine Yamal and also Rafinha for this one. We can see a final huddle from Barça then. Feels like a big game. It really does, I think, in the complexion of the season and with what's going on right now. We just saw Araujo having a few final words of encouragement. There's Hansi Flick with his jacket on that he stripped off after we went 2-0 down against Atleti, and it seemed as if that changed the course of the game. Let's hope it's a more calm encounter today. And hopefully a good amount of fans at Montjuic too on this Sunday afternoon. Sun's not really out, but...
No, not the sunniest day in Barcelona at all, but I think the fans are going to be motivated to get that, the win over. It's not a win over Real Madrid, but it feels like it when you're jumping over at the table.
It's hard. It's hard to gain points in this league right now because you're fighting against two other teams, and that means that if
the biggest gap is going to be 3 points, which is
Right.
one game away.
Right. Even if you were to pick up all 3 points in order to gain points on everybody, you need both teams to drop points.
Yeah.
Atleti won yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Atleti.
And the one time that happened, we lost or drew. We dropped points as well the last time that both
all
Atleti.
3 teams did.
Yeah.
All 4 teams. Athletic Club also that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, it does become big, and obviously, if we don't win today, Atleti will stay leaders. By the way, is what we've almost failed to mention. Obviously, if we do win, we'll be outright leaders, which is key. Let's see this first breakaway
there you
from
go.
Barça.
Okay.
We'll come to Marc Brau in just a moment, but first, Lewandowski trying to get that attack. We will now go then to Marc Brau. You're in position, Marc. How are you doing?
Hi, Pablo. I'm fine. And as you can notice, it's better if I'm in my position than if I'm not, because the last day, in the first 25 seconds, Julian Alvarez got a header, and 30 minute after that, they scored us the first goal. And with me on my position, Barça got at the first item of the game. As Alex and you are commenting, many people understand, but it's not the best day in Barcelona. I have to say it's a very cold day in the Magic Mountain. Montjuic, it's called the Magic Mountain. And you know why it's magic? Because you only know how is the weather when you arrive at the mountain. So a very windy day, very cold day here. But all the Barça fans are really looking forward to see a good game of Barça. Remember also that the last 2 games we played at home, we only won 1-0 against Alaves and Rayo, so we have to take care of this.
Yeah. It's cold, Brau, isn't it? It was cold coming in today. You wrapped up nice and warm, though, I imagine.
Well, yeah, but I have to say that when the game starts, it's like everybody has to be warm. But the problem is the wind. The problem is the wind, and I'm complaining about this because it could be important also in balls in cross from so important players of Real Sociedad. So we have to take care of this. At least it's not raining. So for me, it's good. Yes. I would sign it if you tell me yesterday. What do you prefer? I prefer the wind.
I love day football. I much prefer day football. I mean, I know Barça, Madrid, Atleti, they're generally going to be playing the 9 p.m. games, and I understand why, but today or like yesterday at 2 p.m. I went to Montelivi, sun shining,
Yeah.
like there's not a cloud in the sky. It's a brisk air, but
Yeah.
it's not cold, it's not hot. It's perfect football weather.
Yeah, okay.
It's
you
true.
prefer Barca so often play in the evening.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's used to it now.
Like
but-
during the winter, it makes a difference because like if you go on a Sunday,
Yeah.
if you go to football match, obviously today's not a great example because it's not sunny at all. But yeah, like that perfect football day of like sunny but not hot, but not cold.
Watch out here because Lariale in behind. Courvoisier's got that away. Can Barca survive this chance? They can't.
Offside.
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 Okay.
I don't know.
Flag's gone up.
I'm
I
gonna,
think-
It was Sergio Gomez who scored eventually.
it's gonna need to be looked at. So for
Yeah.
now, the flag is up.
Yeah, but I think also there's a player just in the middle, in front of Chesney. Could be possible.
Okay, really?
Yeah, I believe
Oh,
so.
are they talking about early in the build-up?
Early didn't look off, by the way.
No, he didn't
It's
look
not
off from
there.
early.
I thought it was going to be from
I think, but
the
I saw
ball through.
I think I'm with Mark that there was another player
That-
lower.
Oh,
He's
nicely
off.
done.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
yeah,
off.
He's
this-
off.
this-
That's
this-
what I thought. It's from the initial ball through,
Yeah.
I think, Mark. Let's have a look if there was a player. There wasn't a player in front of
Oh no,
Chesney, so it was from
the initial.
the initial pass through
But
round the
what,
back.
It was
what are you
offside.
thinking? It's offside or not?
Offside. It's
Offside, yeah,
offside. It's
offside.
offside for sure.
For the moment, referee is waiting for
Yeah,
confirmation.
he's still waiting.
Yeah, remember that in the
that
first
was
leg,
clear though.
what happened with Lewandowski goal?
Yeah, but it's going to take them an extra second because there were 3 different passes that could have been a potential
Yeah.
offside. They just
Yeah.
got to find the one that we saw.
Yeah, still.
Which you would think would be easier for them than for us,
You would-
considering
you
that's
would
their
think
job.
so.
Considering that's the only job that they have.
But they got to do the whole semi-automatic garbage.
Well, let's
I
wait.
like
Let's,
I mean, it was
It's
close,
confirmed.
but not
okay.
that close.
Don't worry.
Marpel's confirmed it's offside. Okay, we got away with an early scare. Early
Yeah.
scare. I mean, Larial already showing how strong they are coming forward. Eh?
Yeah, they're high pressing.
What?
Oh,
What on earth is that?
is
Is that coming from
are
over
we
there?
are we
Is that
meditating?
you? That's you.
But that's not the voice.
That's not. That's a new voice.
What on earth is going on here? That's not you, Spence. That's Robert. Get out of here.
Oh,
That's not you.
ouch!
That's Robert. Robert, you're back. What's happened to you? What are you doing?
Oh yes, it's me. I've decided to take over from the Bar's official intelligence today, and for one day, I am going to watch the game quietly from this privileged position. Enough of this AI business. Somi Barça, un día de partir.
He's a hooligan. He's a hooligan. I like that. I like that. It's different. A different voice, different character. Robert, welcome back. I mean, sure, if you're here with us today, no issue by me, no issue at all. Spence is gone. He'll be with us on the sofa. Right. Barça Artificial Intelligence, or Robert, as we should call you. Give us your score prediction. What are you thinking for today's game then?
I was hoping that you would come and ask me about my score prediction, and I'm ready. I've given it some thought, and I am going with a Barça 3, Real Sociedad 0. Clean sheet.
Clean sheet. I also went for a clean sheet. I like that. Well done, Robert. We'll leave you there. We'll maybe come back to you.
Wow.
Oh,
Spence.
Spence, are you jealous?
Wow. Wow.
Are you jealous, Spence?
You okay there, Spence?
I'm feeling all right.
Well, we could have the first chance of the game here. I come up to the minute because Lewandowski was trying to get in on the back post. Would have been a on-the-feet celebration if that had gone in.
I know.
Spence, are you okay?
No, I feel good. Look, all I know is that we can all agree that nobody ever wants to see the mannequin get the score prediction right.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because I'll
Is
see.
that? I mean, but are you? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true. It's true. It's true.
I never
confirm.
want to see the
No, it's confirmed.
mannequin get the score prediction
It's true.
right. Ever.
It's true.
Under any circumstances. That
else
pompous
he'll taunt us.
Oh, the pump.
machine.
He'll taunt us for the whole game, I can tell. Okay, Robert.
I feel like. Well, you have a direct view of Robert from.
I
from
do.
your
Yeah,
seat.
he's
also
just staring
just
down on me. It's
staring,
like
just-
watching on to see if I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
just no pressure, probably. If
I
you
know.
didn't feel pressure before, now you
Yeah,
do.
no, yeah.
No,
no.
He
you
also
do.
doesn't have as nasally and high-pitched and monotone of a voice
Yeah, it's a
as
bit
the
too
other
normal.
one.
It's a normal voice, which is
Wow.
a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They're always just. He's always got that like distorted, weird Barça official intelligence voice. I don't know.
Yes.
It's not me. I don't know who you're talking
It's
Yeah,
about.
like
no,
it's
no,
like
no,
a
no.
robotic voice.
Isn't it?
Makes
Yeah.
it makes it more realistic,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, a few moments ago, Barça nearly had their first chance of the game. We're just past the 7-minute mark here. Still no real clear-cut chances. La Real have come closest so far with that offside goal. It was relatively tight, but clear offside in the end. Like Mark said, like the last few games at Montjuic have been 1-0. They've been tight. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it is good that we've started to keep clean sheets, like in 2025 with Szczesny in goal, but the goals haven't been flowing as much. They were midweek, to be fair. But in La Liga, it's been, tighter, like getting the job done. Las Palmas as well was nearly 1-0. Let's see what Barça can do here. Olmo.
Here we go,
Lamine. What can you do, Lamine?
Ole.
Olmo. Bit too intricate, maybe. I thought he was going to shoot.
It was a good chance. He was trying to slip it through to Dani Olmo, who was running onto it. I think Dani just needed a slight touch, but it was just too far ahead of him.
Yeah. Well, better from Barça, slowly coming forward and trying to...
We're breaking through Real Sociedad, are high pressing quite a lot. So once we break through their high press, it's quite easy to get a lot of space in behind. And obviously with Rafinha and Lamine, who can run down the wing quite well, I think we can take advantage of that.
Here are La Real in possession again then. It feels like it'll probably be a more even game possession-wise, no?
It seems like it so far, but...
It's only early stages, obviously, but...
Yeah, but I mean, look at the high press. I mean, the high line that we're doing now, Real are attacking almost at the halfway line. Our literally entire defensive line is at the halfway line. Like, we're giving them no space whatsoever. Whereas they're doing the opposite. They're high pressing, they're giving us a lot of space in behind. So I think it'd be an entertaining match, especially in the midfields and down the wings. Maybe Dani Olmo won't get as much time on the ball, but Rafinha and Lamine Yamal could be key in those spaces.
First score then, first question for you guys in the chat to go and get involved with. I'm going to read out some of your answers in just a moment. First though, guys, who will be the first scorer? Will it be one of those three, the Deadly Trident? Will one of those guys break the deadlock for us in this sort of game as La Real blaze across? I think will trickle all the way through. First scorer, guys, what are you thinking?
The first, it's impossible with the Spence and Alex together.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo going off the cuff, okay.
I'm going Rafinha.
Didn't you say Olmo hat-trick today?
I did say Olmo hat-trick.
Okay.
I kind of left it there, not really believing that it's going to happen, but it's there.
Your prediction was 3-1, right?
It was 3-1.
Okay, okay.
So
it's either Dani Olmo or Rafinha.
Okay.
If you went 3-1, there's a world in which Robert Fischl Intelligence has the 3-0 right, and then you come and swoop in the 88th minute with an Uri Oskarsson goal to celebrate.
The Chilena. It has to be the Chilena. If not, I'm not having it.
Yeah, indeed. In the chat, we've got lots of ones. I've got a lot of Lewandowskis. They clearly haven't thought about who is on the couch today. I've also got a lot of Olmos.
Oh.
A lot of Olmos.
Alia says hi, Alex. Hi, Alia.
Hi, Alex.
Yeah, Alia's always in Gula's corner as well. A regular on both shows. So hi, Alia.
Yeah, there she is again. There you go. So you can say hello there. Yeah, a lot of hi, Alex is actually.
Corner kick for Barça. Corner kick for Barça, the first one.
Okay.
First.
Maybe this is the Araujo goal.
I'd take it out.
Or Gerard Martin.
Remember, 2 goals direct from the corner kick in the last game against Atletico. Garcia and Íñigo.
Yeah.
True.
But they were for the other side. Now Pedro's taking for the left side.
It's going to be a rebound goal.
Who's going second post?
In it goes by Pedri. Well cleared by La Real.
No.
Can Barça get the follow-up here? No, it's going to be a breakaway, it seems. Yeah, very slick breakaway too, actually. Wow, really quick feet. Good recovery. That'll be a free kick.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Was that Olmo?
Was that Olmo who got back in?
Yeah, it was Olmo. Recovered really quickly.
Yeah.
Well done by Olmo. And as you said, Alex was who was direct from the far post. Araujo was just next to the penalty spot. But it was Koundé who occupied the position that Garcia and Íñigo played in the last game against Atletico. In the corner kicks, I mean.
Yeah. No, it seems the switch... We have a lot of space on the wing, so I wouldn't be surprised that second post ball, especially from the crosses, down the wing being what gives us kind of the happiness of the first goal.
Well, there is Castelló trying to invite. It would have been tight for offside, wouldn't it? I think he may have just gone a little bit early, actually, there.
I don't think he had enough time to get back into...
Yeah. Let's get a bit of support going. Look, guys, can you fill the chat with blue and red hearts now that we've got the chat available? Can we get this going? Because I think we need a bit of love today. Come on, let's get the chat filled with blue and red hearts. Get them in there.
And if you don't do it for yourself, do it out of pity for Pablo. Give him some love on this first day as a host.
I don't need pity. I don't need pity.
Just let's make
I'm going one hand hard because with the mic.
one hand. Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
Do you
Alex.
do you wanna complete me? Oh,
You complete me, Spence.
oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
At least they're bonding over something.
We always, Pablo. The connection between Spence and I is so strong.
Or over Lewandowski not scoring, yeah. By the way, yeah, you've been it's like a punishment today. You having the Barça one micers.
I know.
I'm still a little kerfuffled to find out that the two of you have played football together and I haven't been invited.
Yeah.
You don't live here, Spence.
I was not invited to Spence.
Mark, do you want to play football?
Yes.
That was very. That was.
He delayed that. He was like,
I know. It's
because
like,
I said
do
yes.
I really want to play football,
I said yes,
Spence?
but I prefer to talk this in secret to not invite Spence and Alex.
Isn't your cousin like a defender for Granada?
Yeah, but he's injured right now. He's
Oh.
injured, and this is the reason maybe because Granada is losing points.
Does it run in the family, Mark?
Yeah, he's a left back. He's very great.
and what do you play?
No, me, I'm a goalkeeper.
Really, bro?
Be careful.
Oh.
Is that Pedri?
That would have been a bizarre.
Yeah, it was Pedri.
Pedri.
Yeah, let's explain that what happened. Remiro touched the ball with the feet. He just slipped a little bit, not throwing away the ball, and Pedri pressed him very well. And we were very close to score one of the, funnest goals this season.
Yeah.
Strangest goals, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Would have been a bizarre goal, but fair play to Pedri for
the
for
high
pressing
press was
up, for
really
pressing
good.
up there. How good has Pedri been, guys? By the way, I know.
I mean, did you see that touch? He just from the
was it? It just came- was it-
from the goal kick.
Was it case in point there? Yeah, I was looking
That
at you
was
guys.
literally you speaking about him. You just said the nicest first touch ever.
Like, and
To start Barca's attack from the Real. Goal kick.
Yeah, I know he's like a ridiculously good player, but like I'm looking at the games against Atleti, the midweek one. I think the one in La Liga too, but I think in general, week in, week out, I know Hansi always says it, that he's almost like reluctant to take him out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just think.
Go on.
No, you go, Spence.
I was saying he's having the best season
Yeah.
that we've seen him have. And you remember the fanfare when he came in just a couple of years ago. Those first like 8 months, we were all in complete awe of what this kid could do. And now he's healthy, he's growing into it. You see the quality every day, and you don't have to look so hard to find it.
No, I think it's so natural for him to look so good on the pitch, which I think is probably the most impressive part, because he's not been playing for Barcelona for that long in the first team, and to have that confidence that he has on the pitch at such a young age is outstanding. I mean, the first touch, tight spaces, the way he dictates to play, kind of very. That was
offside,
that was definitely
I'm just gonna get my
offside.
flag out.
Sorry,
That's
that's got to be
definitely
offside.
offside.
It's offside.
A
It's
clean, strong
offside.
goal here.
Something happened with Dani Olmo. I made a promise at the first part of the show, so I will let you to comment what
With
happened with
respect,
Dani
Mark.
Olmo.
With the respect, you can say whatever you want.
I will let you the option to comment what happened with Dani Olmo.
But you promised us in the first connection we had. You promised us you weren't going to, and you haven't. You've kept quiet, no?
With respect, I didn't say nothing about this.
It did look like a bump on Olmo, to be fair, but referee said nothing. It was well offside. Barca could be in here themselves, though.
Hey,
It is
hey,
on.
hey,
red card.
That could be a red.
That's a
Yeah,
red.
yeah.
That could be a red.
It's red.
It's a red card.
It's a
Toma
red.
ya.
It's a red. Dani Olmo was going through the goal. It was just the last man. It's a red card. Maybe the VAR has to review if it's exactly the last man or not. But I have to say that the only intention of the Real Sociedad defender was to stop Dani Olmo. It was a clear one. It was just a 1-to-1 against Ramiro. So I think that it has to be a red card.
I think this is going to stand. I think it will be a red card. He was in. I think it was El Stondo, wasn't it?
No, he was. Yeah, that's a red.
It's going to be a red card.
He was into space there.
Yeah. Oh, La Real. They'll be kicking themselves.
Por tu tarjeta, Pete.
Can we get the song?
And proteges el corpo, because it's vermel.
Can we get the song maybe?
Por tu tarjeta, Pete. Ao meu tresor. And proteges el corpo, because it's red.
It's confirmed, guys. It's red card from Marin's
In and amongst.
Yeah, Spence. I think I choose the best day to promise that I won't talk to Copa that referees, but
Wow.
because this made me made me a Spencer fan. So thanks for everything, Spence. Just I want to comment that 2 weeks ago it happened the same with Real Sociedad. It wasn't Nelustondo, it was Zubeldia in the game against Betis, and it was just the exact action. So Zubeldia was the last man. He stopped. I think it was Anthony that time. But well, the game of course has to change. Real Sociedad with 10 players, more than an hour. So maybe Real Sociedad has to change the plan, the game plan.
Yeah, yeah. Big loss for them, by the way. Another suspension. But credit, by the way, for that. First of all, the a cappella performance that you were producing at first.
Thank you.
And then for that beautiful rendition of the
Well,
beat. That was, and the way you adapted it as well, I like that a lot.
I'd like to know the last time Barça have had an opposition player sent off that I've been here for, because I've been waiting to pull that red card out of my pocket for like 3 years. And I can't remember actually doing it.
Let me comment something. Real Sociedad wants to make a substitution. It's a corner kick for Barça. Ola Sagasti will be out of the pitch, and he wanted to go just from the middle of the pitch. But the referee said, no, you have to go from behind the goal. But this is a problem for Real Sociedad, because the player that is now on the pitch has to run from the bench to the box. And Ola Sagasti was very angry with the referee just to have to left the pitch from behind.
Well, they have then made a change there, Larry Alex Spence. I think I might know when the last time there was a red card when you were on the show, you know, because I think I was there too. You know what I think it was? Yeah, I remember there was a Barça Valencia last season, 4-2.
Mamardashvili.
Yeah, and you were here with me and Robert.
I do remember that, I was.
And I think it could be the last one.
Maybe I
You just
pulled out
weren't
the
ready.
red card. No,
Oh, you weren't ready.
Again, apparently Robert's memory has transitioned into the two of you, because that's a nice memory to have right there. And
Yeah,
I
there
do.
you go.
And now that you mention it, I remember it. But we'd have to check the tapes to see if I did pull out a
I don't
red
think
card.
you pulled out a red card though, from what I can remember, Spence.
Are you doubting Pablo's memory right now?
No, Pablo's spot on. Because we did that show.
Yeah.
We did that show together. Did Lewandowski score that day?
He did, hat-trick. Chance
Dani
for
Olmo.
Blocked away, might fall to Gian Martin, it won't. I mean, you suspect an onslaught now from Barça, wouldn't you? And
Spence, this is the reason, because I said always that Pablo's my little Padawan.
yeah, like a mini Brown.
We have to make another score memories fight, Pablo. One
Yeah,
day.
but when are you in next week? Should we do it?
Well, next week, remember next week we have Benfica Barça next Wednesday, and then we will play on Saturday night. Saturday night against Osasuna. Yeah. Just let me comment one thing, that this was John Martin, a player from Zubieta, a player who has the 31 number on his shirt, who is replacing Ola Sagasti.
Yeah, confirmation change. Barça could be in behind here though. Olmo's in behind, he cuts back to his left foot.
What a play.
Tight play there from Pedri.
Oh, nicely
He's
done.
gonna find Lewandowski. Is this the moment? He plays it off. Lewandowski again.
Let's shoot the ball, please!
Oh, and Barça. You're going to fall to Gian Martin in place there.
Nobody does. That was the one.
The tension when Lewandowski gets the ball in the box, by the way.
Let me say something. I didn't understand nothing in the whole action. I only listened some screaming people there on Barça Studios.
That was a play that Lewa could have scored.
Guys, I'm going to try and help you out, because I think we're going to go and bring a Barça legend in to come and watch this game with you, or at least to give some opinions, guys. You can see them over on your screens, and I'm going to let the chat decide which one of these we bring out. So get in the chat, numbers 1 to 5. Whichever number I see most, I'm going to pick, okay?
Who's holding the cards? Is that Elton John?
That's another question for the chat.
There's some.
Hey, excuse me. At best, that's a caution, huh? No. At best, that's a caution. At best, that's a caution. At best. Get out of here.
Go out, guys. What am I
with
seeing?
respect, guys. With respect.
With respect, exactly, yeah. What am I seeing in the chat? You know what? I'm seeing... Oh, that's going to be a freaky little lad, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. I'm also seeing a lot... I'm seeing mostly 3s. I'm seeing a lot of 3s. Number 3.
Give the people what they
Reveal
want.
yourself.
Hey!
How's your samba, Pablo?
How am I from?
How's your samba?
You know, I'm not very good at moving my hips a little bit, though.
You go with the shoulders, like
I move my shoulders a little
let
bit.
loose. Look at Spence. Look at that.
Tell him that if Lewandowski scores a hat-trick today, Lewandowski will score more goals than him with Barca shirt.
Yes, indeed, Bral. So it makes it even more special that we've got Ronaldinho with us here, because as you said, Bral, in the quiz at the start of the game, if Lewandowski scores the hat-trick, he'll surpass Ronaldinho in Barça goals. So, Ronaldinho, welcome, and we're excited to have you here with us. We'll go to you when we feel we need a bit of a samba in our lives.
You can see my shoulders, Pablo. Go on. Work the shoulders.
You don't think
Yeah, keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
You look perfect.
Then we'll get to the hips in the next time.
No,
Right?
I don't think.
We'll get to the
one
hips.
body part at a time. We gotta fix the shoulders first.
No,
No.
but I want to see the shoulders and hips together right
Together.
now. Yeah,
No, but
I want to do
This is
it.
a
I want to do it
family
before.
show.
Exactly.
Yes, I want to do it before and after.
No.
I think we'll be fine.
Alex, I'm actually the hips is not family show.
What, your hips,
The hips
Pablo?
are actually good. So the shoulders aren't, but the
I think
hips
his
are
hips
actually
don't. Maybe they do lie.
Ooh,
Is
Do you
that?
think-
Are we allowed to say that?
hips lie, yeah.
Rafi.
Hips don't lie. That's probably Ronaldinho's favorite song in the shower to sing and to dance.
hips don't lie.
Yeah.
Imagine if we could get a rendition of that going well.
Should we make a song of hips don't lie?
Lara, yeah.
We're on tonight.
Oh boy.
Lewandowski doesn't score. No, you can't.
You have to think of it before you say it out loud.
I
You
know.
can't-
It doesn't. Come on,
Ready for
Danny.
here's one more.
Danny.
Someone's got to shoot.
Come on,
Let's go! It's his first Barca goal! His first Barca goal! Gerard Martin! Bravo! All we needed was Ronaldinho. I like that. He kissed the badge.
Yeah.
He kissed the badge, Gerard Martin, when he scored that. It's his first Barca goal. Mark Brau told us. How amazing is that?
Yes.
Lamine with the hockey
Yeah.
assist.
Oh, if left a Real player on the
stop
floor.
it.
Daniel with the CS. Oh,
That's a beautiful
that
pass.
is an amazing goal.
That's from one corner of the 6-yard box, looped over the top to the other corner.
and a first-time finish from
as well,
Gerard
I
Martin.
like that finish.
Stop it.
That's-
That's pretty.
That's a striker's finish.
That's a great goal. Gerard Martin's
Oof.
first goal for Barca. Mark.
First goals for Barca, you have to
Golazo.
follow always my secret numbers. I
Golazo.
told you, with Pau Cubarsí, 17 Barca players have scored at least one goal this season, and it remains other players like Marcus Adon, Gerard Martin. I think that nobody can expect or could expect before the game that Gerard Martin can score the first goal today. So kissing his badge, the same as Pau Cubarsí did last Tuesday. And I remember interviewing Gerard Martin after the game against Betis, where he was very close to score, and he told me, I didn't remember when was the last time I was so close to score a goal. So I hope I will talk with him after the game, because I have to. I think it will be one of the best moments in his life for him.
Well, we've got Rafinha trying to keep that one out. I think he did keep it in.
Yeah.
It's
Look
good
out.
for it.
Pedri.
Pedri!
Oh.
Lara will hack it away. Well, actually, Spence.
With respect.
You gave a prediction, and you said this is one of those games or an
Or a
unlikely
random player.
scorer is going to score.
And then I said Gerard Martin.
Those were the two names. It was Gerard Martin and Casado. So we've got
Yeah.
one of the two down already.
Right, so Casado is going to be the next one coming.
If we're playing another 63 minutes with a man advantage,
Yeah.
then
Why not?
Marc Casado should be scoring. Lewandowski should be scoring.
In theory.
I'll tell you what, I think that was a good indicator of what we're going to see a lot of for the rest of the game.
So what do we prefer for today? Lewandowski scoring for the first time with Alex and Spence on Barça Studios, or Marc Casado scoring his first Barça goal? What do we prefer?
Ooh.
I'd like Casado to score.
Yeah? You want the curse to live on?
Keeps the
Do you want-
intrigue.
Keeps the tension going.
You know, by the way, guys, I'm just thinking, how impressive would it be, by the way, if you get to the end of this season
And it hasn't
with
happened.
no Lewandowski goals?
The thing is that now I kind of want that to happen.
Yeah,
So
no,
like,
I agree.
it would be definitely interesting.
I mean, but what else you got going on these? Like, we're just here.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, Lewa has other games to score.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like
we don't do
we're-
every game.
Exactly. We're not suffocating him to not score it
And
at all.
hold on.
In by Rafinha.
Oh,
Ramiro
closed
beats
it.
it away. It's going to fall.
Dani.
Oh, Dani,
Oh no! That's good. That's it.
It's got in.
Finally!
Dani Olmo.
I've been waiting I've been waiting so long to do this.
Oh my God.
It's Olmo time.
It's not shutting off.
It's Olmo time.
It's Casado, guys! It's Casado! It's Casado!
No, it's Casado.
It's Casado!
Easy. It's Casado.
Keep off the ball! Keep off the ball!
Es el Casado. ¿Qué dices?
We saw it take
Wow.
a deflection. I thought it was off another player.
So did I.
We'll take another look again here.
Punch.
It's Olmo who strikes it. It's offside. That's
Oh, it is.
right? Yeah.
It is.
Can you actually
Does
believe
it?
that?
I'm so.
The two players, look here. Here are they. Boop.
Yeah, just
The faintest of touches,
Yeah. But it still counts.
but would that have gone in without the touch?
I
don't think so.
I think it was going out.
So either.
Yeah, I think
And
it
he
was
also
going out.
uses the touch. Oh, and look at Ronaldinho, by the way. Maybe Ronaldinho wants that reaction.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
goodness,
Wow.
Ronnie.
Wow.
Ronnie. Get him, Ronnie. Get him, son.
Get him.
Hey! Hey! Come on.
Ole.
Ronaldinho, guys, by the way.
I know. So
Wow.
Marc Casado has scored.
Okay.
Gerard Martin. All right. So who's
What
next?
were the possibilities of that happening, by the way? That is...
So low.
As Barcelona nearly broke away there, then. That we nearly
We
missed
weren't
it.
even paying attention.
That could have just been 3-8.
Another corner kick for Barça here.
For
Okay.
Barca to be 2-0 up
Right. So
within
who's
half
next?
an hour.
Araujo.
Of the random
I
goal
know,
scorers?
Yes.
but Araujo scored this season, eh?
Well, so
true.
wait, let's be clear here.
Atalanta.
Okay.
Everybody on the pitch right now has at least one goal in their Barca careers now that Casado and Gerard Martin have
We
scored.
need a Chesney.
Yeah, okay.
extra
All right,
time.
you keep wishing on that star.
Uh,
So that means we have to go next to the most other unlikely goal scorers this
All right.
season.
I mean, but these were the most unlikely
the two. Yes.
in the fact that
What's another unlikely?
out of those that have played, these were.
Who's up? Who's coming off the bench? Oof.
It's like a little
Now that
It's
was
like-
an
it's like-
amazing
yeah.
goal. Did you see
I'm
how
not
that
even-
went in? Pure class. Wow. Visca el Barça.
Pure. I mean, it was interesting the way it went in. I'm not even gonna bother going over to him. You know, he's interrupting. Pure class. I mean, you could say that. The Gerard Martin one, I'd say, was more pure class than
That
the
was pure
Casado
class.
one. But artificial intelligence going well for you today. You said 3-0, right?
3-0.
You said
think-
you said force Ben.
Let me comment on some things. I have to say that in fact, I didn't see that Casado touched the ball. But the problem is that I saw Casado kissing his badge. So
Yeah.
that makes me think.
It was
Casado
the
scored.
Dani Olmo shot was going to go out.
Yeah,
That definitely
yeah.
wasn't
But we have
going
to
to go in.
count him as an assist. So 2 assists for
Yeah.
Dani Olmo
Yes,
today.
yes.
The same as he did in the last game against Betis here in Montjuic. He also gave 2 assists, so 2 on 1-3 and 2 today. 5 assists for Dani Olmo this season.
That was an offside.
I have to say that this week has to be one of the most iconic in Barca's history. And I'm not exaggerating, because in 6 days, we have 3 Catalan Barca players scoring his first Barca goal with the first team. Pau Cubarsí, Marc Casado, and Gerard Martín. This week, they have scored his first goal in La Liga, his first goal, and they made the same celebration, kissing the badge. So it's very iconic, very iconic.
Well, and what's funny is that this year's shirt, when you kiss the badge,
It's in the middle.
you pull the whole thing up, whereas like if it was like a normal badge spot on the left pec here, you come in.
So we'll
You've
demonstrate.
got
We'll
right.
demonstrate.
So who's going first? Okay. All right. So like, and this is a normal season, right? And I'm like this, so the shirt. You can give me a wide. Zoom it out. It's okay. Bring it back out all the way. Here we go. Okay, right. We're going like this. It's that action. So the whole shirt stays put. But then if you go in the middle,
We kind of had to like.
it looks like you're about to take your shirt off.
It's like
I know you. Are you saying it's more of like an awkward action when it's in the middle?
Yeah. It's more awkward. But I mean, it's fine.
you just lift it.
You know what's funny now? I think I've seen players when they score with the new logos in the middle.
They get
They
confused.
go for like this and they're like, oh, that's nothing, and just go there.
Right.
I think I even saw Olmo after the Super Cup win. I think he went up to all the
I
Barca
think,
fans.
the beginning
and
of
he
the
was like,
season.
"Oh."
Right.
The beginning of the season was definitely a confusing one for most of the players when they wanted to kiss the badge.
And
Let's see
Easy.
if Larial can break away
Yeah.
here. They got little up with them. They're in a spot of like rotten luck at the moment, really. But
Yeah.
let's see if they can conjure up an attack here. Araujo's the one who's come over. Wearing the armband today, of course. Araujo back in the side.
I mean, I think most of
feed.
our predictions are going to not stand, considering.
Potentially?
You think?
I
you
said-
think
I
Mike
said- I
Brow's
said-
2-1 is going to stand?
No. But I said 2-0. That probably won't stand either.
No. Even 3-0.
Oh, that was a good idea from
But
Olmo.
I have to say, I said today 2-1 because the last game against Rayo I said 3-0
Yeah.
and it was 1-0. And against Alaves I said 4-0 and it was 1-0. So the same way that I learned a lesson done talking about the referees because maybe it could be 1 game suspension for me, it's the same. I don't want to give a very big prediction because after this many things could happen. I have to say that Barca players are very happy and I think that they're really playing one of the best games this season so far. Of course, the red card for Aritz Elustondo was important on the game, but I have to say also that Real Sociedad is playing just at the same way that if they have 11 players.
Yeah.
With the defenders just with the line on the midfield, very brave team. But Barca I think the Barca players are just have some fun in the first half.
Yeah, that is the issue with that. It's like, and I know we always like hammer teams often at Barça here, maybe wrongfully so, like the Getafes of the world, who will sit in and just make things hard for you. But it does work, right? Like this, especially when you've got 10 men, and if like Mark said, if you're playing that high of a line, you're going to hurt yourselves. We've got a question here for you guys. Obviously, making a good start this one. If Barca win, they'll go back top of the league. They'll go outright leaders too. How are you feeling about Barca's chances right now in La Liga? Do you think come the end of the season we'll regret those points we lost around November, December?
who's answering number 1 right now? if you answer number 1 at this point,
No.
I don't want you on this show. I don't want your negativity.
Don't even, not even in the chat yet. Just,
Get out of here.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. Or you've got very confident.
Because, that's not even a troll's response. A troll's response to how are you feeling about Barca's chances in La Liga is pretty bad. You guys are going to lose. But if we, as in Barca fans, are going to regret those lost points, that's a level of pettiness that I just don't want to deal with.
Fair.
With respect.
With
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, third one by the way.
With respect, get
because
out.
I'm seeing a few threes in here.
Yeah. Oh,
As
Lamine down the
Lamine's
wing.
gonna see what Lamine conjures up here. He's
Dani
found
Olmo.
one more.
Lamine, please, why does he not want to shoot the ball?
Because it's you.
Why is he not shooting? He's in the box. He
he's
takes 3
literally-
touches.
Yeah.
It was difficult to Gerard Martín to score a goal because of his position, but he scored.
Yeah.
Also for Casado, but the most difficult thing is Lewandowski scoring with Alex and Spence on Barca Studios.
Yeah, and
Now
it seems
it's
like
official.
he doesn't want to score today.
It's
He doesn't want to
official.
shoot.
It's
Forget
official.
Score.
Well, here we go. Let's have a look here, though. There's nearly a 1-2 there between the pair of Olmo and Lewandowski again. I just want to touch on number 3 there because this La Liga race is, like, I'm enjoying this.
Yes.
And I know it's gone well for us so far in 2025, so obviously we're enjoying it, but, like, this is, it's a good watch, no? Like,
All of La Liga has been a great watch. I know that we are here as you know, Barca-centric news and action.
yeah.
But as somebody who, you know, my other day job is talking about the league, I'm picking 3 because you have, if they're not playing each other, 3 games with title implications every weekend out of the 10 that are played.
Yeah.
And then
it can be rare, that.
And then on top of that, entering this match day, there were 9 teams between 6th place and 14th place separated by 5 points.
What?
No,
chance. Lewandowski.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible.
I don't know, you know. I'm actually quite confident that today's the day, you know.
You really
I
think
can
so?
actually I can feel it coming. I can feel it brewing. Yeah.
I mean, I have no hope after he's missed about 3 chances in the box.
There
so
haven't
far.
been like sitters though.
But,
No.
Spence, I think you have to prepare a special way of singing Lewandowski rap if he scores today. It has to be something
Well,
special.
remember, this whole thing started when Alex said, "I've never heard the Lewandowski rap," which she hasn't because
I've never experienced it.
she's
in
never
person.
gotten to experience it live.
No.
Let's go.
No.
He's got a score.
He has to.
Let's hope he does. Well, whilst we're at it, Barca are pinning La Real in their half. We're going to we'll go to it in
Jules
a moment.
Koundé.
Because that's a good
Lamine
one too.
Yamal.
Lamine and Koundé. Still Lamine Yamal. He goes past a few. He lays
Toma,
off to
Pedri!
Pedri. Beaten away by Ramiro out for a corner. Relentless now from Barca, though, isn't it? I mean, La Real, when they are, I mean, they sit off, they have a very high line, but then they eventually go very, very deep. And that penalty area is so congested.
Yeah.
And it's just attack after attack after attack for Barca. What we can show you guys now is Hansi Flick's reactions to those 2 opening goals. Shall we see how Flick reacted to the openers from Barca? Here you go, as Barca would...
Yay! Woohoo! Yay!
Little jumps.
Goal! That's the first one?
Yeah. And honestly,
Okay.
I'd be intrigued to see how he... I think, we saw, didn't we, how he reacted to the...
And that one was that's the second
smile,
one.
yeah. I think he was checking to see whose goal is that.
He was just as shocked as we were to see it go in. Because he probably saw almost shot and was like, okay, all right.
And enough gas at all. I think we saw, didn't we, how he reacted to the red card? Because that's not the big moment here in a way. I mean, we sort of knew that the floodgates were going to open from that point onwards.
Yeah, eventually. I think the way that we were playing the game was going, we were going to score and win eventually. It was just a matter of how long it took us and how well we resisted the Real Sociedad attack, because obviously we said they're not shy to attack,
No.
and they're still not shy to attack, even being a man down. But now obviously we just have so much space, and we know how much our style of play loves space in behind, so we're taking advantage of that so far.
Marek, it seems like it's quite like a calm atmosphere at Montjuic right now. Like Barca are happy, chill, pretty content with the way things are going, right?
Yeah, but after the goal, all the people start to empezaron a hacer la ola, Pablo. They start to do the wave.
The wave.
The wave, yeah.
Yeah, the
Mexican
wave.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was everything madness. So now people is just resting a little bit because it was like an attack mode for Barca. 5-10 minutes just playing in front of the box of Real Sociedad, and now also Barca fans are resting just a little bit. But I think that Barca will press also to accelerate in the last minutes of the first half. A 3-0 before the halftime it could be good, but I know that for Spence it won't. It will be also good, because I know Spence don't want to. He doesn't want official intelligence to get the good score. So
Yeah.
maybe it's better Spence if Barca scores the third before the halftime. We will have more time in the second half to score more goals.
Well, the only way that I get my prediction right is if the Robert Fischel intelligence is correct for a brief period of time, because he got 3-0
And nobody wants that.
and I've got 4.
Yeah, well, we've got a question there for you all to get your answer in the chat for. Do you think Barca will score another before half-time? Yes.
We
no?
said yes the other day.
2 goals. And by the way, in the chat, you're all saying number 3. You're all saying 2 goals. That could be a little bit ambitious before this half is up.
Potentially.
We said
But-
yes for that 4-4 game on Tuesday, and they did. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. I don't think it's coming before
Okay.
halftime. I think it'll come after
Yeah,
halftime.
you think they'll just see this one out at 2-0, you know? Yeah.
We're going to score at least 2. I'm going to say we're going to score at least 3 more goals. 1 now, before halftime.
3 more goals.
We're going to score 3 more goals.
You think you just don't want me to get my prediction right?
No. If I'm not getting it right, no one's.
You think like what is that that's like a half-time, full-time prediction from you, that Alex? So you
Yeah,
think
basically. 3-0 at halftime, 5-0.
Okay. No, it could happen. Could happen. It's that sort of day. Barça have got themselves another corner here. It was from the corner they had before, where eventually fell to Olmo on the edge, and then he blasted that one through for Cazador to get something on the end of it. It's in again by Rafinha. Ooh, that was very close from Araujo.
Yeah.
Did that cuff there?
Yeah, Araujo's going first post. No. Araujo's going first post, and Jules Koundé is going second.
Pedri tries to switch that one over.
There's just no threat coming from Real Sociedad right now.
No.
Yeah.
You can't blame them, though, can you?
I feel like at this point it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Yeah, if they stay the way that they are now, they're not really high pressing nor are they attacking, so they're kind of just there.
It's like I said, you have to feel for them in some way in the situation that they're in, and as you said, Spence, it's an important game for them, this, in their fight for European positions, but the absences they had before the game, and then to go down to 10 men with your captain going off, I mean, like, wow, that's a tough one to take,
Yeah.
And they'd started on the not on the front foot, but trying to break Barça down. They narrowly came close to opening the scoring with that offside goal, so they are now forced to do what they don't want to be, this sort of team that they are. You never have been under Imanol Alguacil, so this could fall for Lewandowski. Though, is this the moment? Cazador.
No.
Is Olmo going to fire a shot in? Rafinha.
That's
Another
a deflection.
corner.
That's a corner.
That's a corner.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Another corner kick for Barça again, just
All right.
at the same position where Rafinha gave 2 assists last Tuesday. The last one, Araujo was very close to score.
Yeah. Spence, you've gone for a little walk. We want to... Ronaldinho, you enjoying the game? You having a good time? We haven't come to you in a minute. Yeah, Samba dancing, you got Spence with you too. The deadly duo of Samba are loving their life over there, and why wouldn't they be with the way things have gone? As the corner comes in by Rafinha.
Oi.
Pedri. Oh, nothing. You guys can keep dancing. Keep dancing if you want.
Well, the music stopped.
And you're back again.
Ronaldinho's old, people.
Yeah, he can't.
As bad as you and these, Spence.
Ronaldinho can't dance all day long. Ronaldinho, we'll come back to you as the game goes on, I'm sure. And for now, your Barça goal scoring record is still in touch ahead of Lewandowski, as he needs a hat trick and he's not got one yet. So
He's not scoring a hat trick tonight.
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
That's just not going to happen.
Famous last words.
Can Barça get one? Can they get their third goal before the interval, though? Lamine Yamal tries to filter that one through. Is that another? That's a throw-in, not another corner. Seen a lot of the ball, so far, as it probably expected.
Yeah, we're playing far more down the right side than the left sides. Rafinha's gone really central to be involved in the play as well, so...
In by Koundé, that's getting a fall to Olmo. Wow, interesting technique there that he tried.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he was trying to pass the ball.
Yeah.
I was
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, we will go until 47 minutes.
2 minutes then of added time before this one will be wrapped up for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Olmo keeps... When Barça get wide, they're swinging in crosses and all of the La Real defence are pushing deep, but then Olmo is just dropping off.
Yeah.
And he keeps picking up the loose ball in those areas. Well, that's what happened for the assist for the Gerard Martin goal. That's working really well. So, because good decision for Hansi Flick to put Olmo in the 10 today, but which hasn't always happened in recent weeks. I know he's had an injury, but often, Gavi's been in there. But against a team like La Real, especially against someone aside with 10 men, that's worked really well.
Yeah.
Here is Pedri again. What can Lamine conjure up here?
I mean, Lamine has 3 players around him every time he steps foot into the box. It's actually ridiculous.
It's not a bad thing for us, considering they've got 10 men. The more they commit in areas of the pitch, then the better that could be for us.
A little questionable from Imanol. Clearly out of the coach's box as Pedri was trying to make a play.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. Come on. With respect.
With respect.
With respect.
That ball in.
For this, I have to say, I was 1 game banned.
No, just, one game, which is better than, most
But
of the
I
bands.
speak with respect last week. Oh, careful. Come on, Olmo.
Go on.
Is there one final
Melanie.
chance then for Barça before this half is up? Casado. Back to Olmo. Olmo to Lamine.
What a play. Oh, Lamine.
There's time.
Rafinha's going to pick it up here.
There's time. Get it in there.
I mean, Rafinha's picking up the balls like
Koundé.
an 8.
Final few seconds of the half.
Put it in there.
Pedri. And look who's waiting.
Nah, it was not.
That was a
you
bad.
can't- that was
It's
not-
half
No,
time.
that was
There you have
bad.
it. Half-time whistle is blown here at Montjuic. Barça leading Real Sociedad by 2-0. Pretty comprehensive first half of football, that dominant
Yeah.
from Barça. Ever since that red card to Elizondo that we saw early on, Barça have been dominated. They've absolutely dominated the game. They've had all the chances, and they've got 2 goals to show for it too. Spence, good half of football that for Hansi Flick.
Yeah, we'll take it. No
Yeah.
problems. That's what Hansi likes to do. He likes to go and win the game in the first half rather than win it in the second half. And although the game's not won yet, they're well on their way.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex against the side with 10 men, 2 goals, sort of pinning La Real in their half now. It's pretty good Sunday afternoon. This
Yeah,
for Barça.
definitely. I think we've reacted really, really well. Look at them. Gerard Martí and Marc Casado walking off the pitch, really, really happy together. Smile on Gerard Martí's face is really adorable right now, scoring his first Barça goal. I know, they're literally so happy right now. They're just like, "Wee."
Bless them.
No, really good for the half. I mean, overall, obviously, the game changes when you have the player advantage. We've reacted really, really well. We've been attacking non-stop. But we've not been, kind of forcing it, so to say, where we have enough time, we have an advantage to kind of relax and just do it at our own pace. But obviously, the highlight is Casado and Gerard Martín getting their first Barça goals.
Absolutely. Well, as you know what comes next at the halftime section. We pass it over to Pablo Wools. Well, today I'm going to pass it over to myself. So here you go, Pablo Wools with the halftime section for Barça
Hello there,
Live.
Culés. Me again. Welcome back to another halftime section here on Barça Live. Hope you're all enjoying the game, as always, in La Liga. Big games now for Barça. It's that stage of the season, isn't it, really, where every single point matters. And playing today against a good Real Sociedad team, let's hope it's 3 points. Today we're going to show you yet again some of the content you guys can enjoy away from the games, away from the Barça Lives that we've got available on Barça 1 and also on FC Barcelona's YouTube channel. We're going to be showing you, at the end of all these segments, a little bit of a snippet of content too for you all to enjoy. So we know how much you love tuning into Barça content all day long. I'm the same. So again, let's show you how to do it. First thing I'm going to show you, because I get this question all the time, is how do I see all the stuff available on Barça 1? Well, I'm going to show you how easy it is now. You can see the little screen recording I've entered to the side of the screen here that shows you just how easy it is to download the application. And on Barça 1, you've got all sorts. We'll show you in just a moment. You simply go to the App Store and type in Barça 1. It will be one of the first things that come up. You then hit install or get, whichever language you're in. It will then ask you to input a verification code that will be sent to your email or phone number. Once you input that verification code, you create a profile. You can create as many as you like, and you're in. You've got in 3 languages all the content: Spanish, Catalan, and also English. And you've got all sorts live games, such as all of Barça Athletics games are live on Barça 1. You've got exclusive interviews too. We've got a lot of those coming up soon. I'm sure you saw one the other day. We've got a daily news program. We've got all the games that are uploaded after they've been played in full for you to re-watch. All the Barça Lives we do are, of course, on here too. There is a heap of content on there for you guys, and I urge you to go and install it. It's really that simple, so get on it. As well as Barça 1, we have the YouTube channel, of course. I'm sure a lot of you guys are watching this show through YouTube. And on the YouTube channel, apart from match highlights, you also got loads of fun pieces of content. Today, we're going to be quizzing you on a piece of content that was recorded quite a few, about a week ago now or so, just over maybe. It was an exploding balloons challenge between these two, Eric Garcia and Wojciech Szczesny. Maybe I'm getting the pronunciation wrong there on Szczesny. Maybe we'll be corrected soon. But in this challenge, really fun piece of content, by the way. I highly recommend you guys go and check it out. Szczesny's a proper character, as we know by now. I've got 3 questions surrounding this content. A few surrounding, well, one of the questions was in this piece of content, so if you watched it, you'll know the answer. 2 others are surrounding Eric Garcia and Szczesny themselves. So question number 1 then. I think this one might surprise a few of you. How many games has Eric Garcia played for Barcelona? So how many apps does Eric Garcia have for Barça? When I was researching this, it actually really shocked me, and it does actually tell you about Eric Garcia. Is it 1, 88 games? Is it 2, 91 games? Or is it 3, 95 games? Eric Garcia, how many games has he played for Barça? I thought you know, out of the three options there, I thought it would be a lot less. But when you really start to think back to all the seasons that Eric Garcia has been here, I suppose it does start to make a little bit more sense. Let's see what answers you guys get for us in the chat then. Is it 1, 2, or 3? Going to give you a few more seconds to get those answers in. And then I can tell you that it's number 3. 95 games he's played. That's not including today's game against Real Sociedad. But when he came off the bench against Atleti midweek, he reached 95 apps with Barça. So if you got that right, well done. Question number 2 then, now surrounding Szczesny. How many clean sheets has he picked up for Barça so far? Of course, we're at half-time of this game. I'm not sure if we've conceded yet or not. How many clean sheets does Szczesny have for Barça before this game against Real Sociedad? Is it number 1, 4 clean sheets? Is it number 2, 6 clean sheets? Or is it number 3, 8 clean sheets? Barça have been racking up a few of these recently. I'm thinking the cup games and the quarterfinals. I'm thinking the Barça game, few games in the league. I won't give too much away. Can you do a bit of the maths maybe to think about how many clean sheets Szczesny has indeed kept? I'm going to ask you for your answers now. Let's get them all in, because I can tell you the answer is number 2. 6 clean sheets Szczesny has kept for Barça so far. Not a bad return, to be fair, and he is certainly starting to get the rhythm with the team. We can all see that. Final question then. Barça this season, of course, have been the big scorers. I think we hit 120 goals in all competitions after Lewandowski scored his 4th on Tuesday night. The 4th for Barça on Tuesday night against Atletico de Madrid. In the league, before this game, we were on 67 goals. My question for you guys is, how many goals did Barça score in the 2012-13 season? This question was in this piece of content. So if you watched it and you remember, you may well know the answer. Is it 1, 103 goals? Is it 2, 115 goals? Or is it 3, 126 goals? How many goals do you think Barça scored in the 2012-13 season? And maybe as a bonus, do you think Barça can break this number this season with how we're going? Let's see the answers you guys get in the chat, because I think this one could be close. I think I could catch a few of you out. We've got 1, 2 or 3, 103, 115 or 126. Let's see then your final answers in the chat. Get them in there. Who could get 3 out of 3 today? Is anyone on 2 out of 2 right now? I know how much you'd love to get these ones right, and I can tell you it is number 2. If you went 126, you overshot just a little bit. So let's see if Barça can break that, though. 115 goals, that's some return, by the way. Let's see if Barça break that this season. That's all then, quiz-wise. I'm going to leave you with a quick clip from this piece of content here. Of course, we'll be back here next halftime show on Barça Live. We're, of course, always here to show you some of the content you can get away from the games. We know how much you love it. And until then, take care.
Hold it next to you, not next to me, eh?
Quants campionats de la Sèrie Mundial han guanyat els New York Yankees?
Yeah.
De tota la història? 20?
Més.
40?
Menys.
32?
Menys.
30?
Menys.
28?
Menys.
27?
Sí. How many goals did FC Barcelona score in La Liga during 2012-13 season?
You can make a longer question, by the way. 93.
More.
98.
Higher.
101.
Higher.
104.
Higher.
107.
Pablo Walls in the Barça halftime section. Also Pablo Walls presenting Barça Live. There you have it, a typical Spider-Man meme. Todoterreno, all over the place for you guys. And of course, as always, as we like to say, loads of content for you to tune into. Barça One, the YouTube channel. Make sure you get on it.
Here you already did your job. You already sold that to people. You don't have to sell it again.
No. I insist though. It's just like part of my blood now. Like, I'm like the seller, you know. Like that's like it's like
He's
part
been
of my role.
sucked into the machine.
Yeah.
Basically. Maybe
like,
is Pablo artificial intelligence?
Yeah, he's like programmed.
He's in 2 places.
He does seem a little too perfect sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a bit too structured.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
He might be manufactured in the lab.
I think I don't know. It's one
Quite
of those.
possibly. It's something to think about. Anyway, what there's not to think about is how good Barça have been in that first half. Pretty strong, comprehensive is the word I used before. Like first half from Barça. I mean,
the first, 15, 20 minutes, it wasn't quite that way. They're just easing themselves into the game. The red card comes, bang, and everything changes as you would indeed expect. I mean, what did you guys make of it?
It was, I think it was, we continued the way that we started the game, essentially, even with the man down, or if it was 11-11, I think we were attacking in the same manner. What happened with the man down is that it just made it slightly easier for us to attack the spaces, and I think we've seen, Rafinha and Lamine taking advantage of those spaces. Dani Olmo playing with Lamine down that right side, Jules Koundé getting in a lot of the ball up, and because of Real, overloading Lamine on that space, we have Dani Olmo and Pedri getting shots from top of the box. So it's essentially, we started off the match the way we finished the first half, whether it was a man down or not. So it's a convincing win so far, and it's definitely not going to stay 2-0.
Yeah, we hope not. I mean, Spence, I feel a little bit for La Real because I think they're a side who like to come at sides, even a side like Barça. We've even seen with 10 men, they've kept the line high. They just can't play at that anymore. And what we're seeing now is them getting so deep in their own box. So they're actually causing themselves their own problems with deflected goals and whatnot. And more of the same in the second?
Yes, because I think their philosophy was probably it's not going to do us any good to sit back and wait until this game is over to try and nab a goal. We need to know whether or not we're in this thing now, so let's go for it now. And for both teams, if it turns out that the next goal comes from Barça and it's 3-0 and both sides are kind of resigned to the final score, then everybody's going to start thinking about Europe. So you can already begin that if you're Barça, you want that third goal so that obviously if La Real score next, it becomes a little bit more dicey where you have to stay plugged into the game and make sure you don't let this slip away with a man advantage. But if Barça make it 3-0, then you can take Lewandowski, you can take Lamine or Rafinha, whoever you want, and give them an extra 30 minutes to chill before Wednesday.
Guys, best player in the first half. Who do you think it was? I'm going to give you Olmo, I'm going to give you Lamine Yamal, and also Marc Casador for his first Barça goal. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go for Olmo.
Yeah.
I think he's been consistently involved in the attack. He's obviously had 2 assists. Obviously, second assist a bit weird, sort of say. But I think he's been involved in that assist to Dan Martin for that goal was just outstanding. But he's been everywhere. He's been around. He's been, that space that we're saying that is being created with Real Sociedad players, overloading one player. He's been taking advantage of that so far.
We have a little bit of recency bias in my mind over when Barça sign a player for 50 to 60 million euros. It hasn't really worked out right away.
No.
Like, we had Vitor Roque, we had Ferran, and don't get me wrong, Ferran's having a great season.
Yeah.
That first year or two,
But
we were all like...
it took him a while to get to where he is now.
But Dani Olmo was signed for around that amount of money, and he's come over, and it's an instant impact, which is different. We haven't really seen it like that, but you can see the quality every time he touches the ball.
Absolutely. Well, Marc Brau will come and ask you the same question. Marc, I suppose pretty happy with the first half. Who was the best player in the first half for you, and how pleased are you with Barça's performance?
Yeah, very happy, and I'm glad that Barça is playing very well because the cold is arriving here at Montjuic, and as you can see, I have to say that the win is one of the main protagonists of the first half, but in fact it's good to know that Barca players are also playing very well in the first half. It's difficult to say which player is the best one of the first 45 minutes, but I have to go with Lamine. I have some doubts between Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal because Dani Olmo gave 2 assists, he forced the red card, but oh my God, every time that Lamine touched the ball, the way that he played in the first half, how many one-to-one he did to Real Sociedad players. He was in the first part of the action. That was the first goal of Gerard Martin. I think that also Dani Olmo deserves to be the player of the match right now. But I will go for Lamine because the incredible things he did in the first half is just one of the biggest parts of football of Barca. I have to say that right now I watch Barca players warming up. I don't expect substitutions for the beginning of the second half, Pablo. But remember that we have many important games in the next weeks. That yesterday Hansi Flick talked about the importance of having fresh legs on the pitch. So we have many options to play in the second half. Remember that in 3 days we will play an important game against Benfica, the Champions League. That next Saturday we will play against Osasuna. With 2-0, I expect Hansi Flick not to make substitution in the first part of the second half. But if Barca scores the third one, maybe he can make some substitution, especially in players who have played many minutes this season. So for the moment, we see Barca players just going in the pits, and I'm watching that they're exactly the same players that finished the first half. So Pablo will give you the connection back that, yeah, it was one of the most difficult times this season to choose which player was the best of the first half. Dani Olmo forced the red card, 2 assists, but I will go with Lamine.
Marek, thank you very much there for your connection. I agree. I think Dani Olmo was superb, but also Lamine Yamal was dazzling. I think from what we're seeing so far, I think you're correct, Marek. I don't think there are any changes at the half-time interval for Barça. Let's see if La Real decide to shift anything up. I think Barça and Hansi Flick will, at least for now, keep the 11 players that they started with on the pitch, see if they can consolidate this lead even further. But as you mentioned, Marek, and as we touched on at half-time, not a bad day to maybe mix up the group a little bit, rest players. There's big games coming thick and fast now. It's a crucial part of the season. Alex, I mean, an early half-time change or two wouldn't be a bad thing for Barça. I'm looking at the likes of Lamine, Rafinha, who we so often can't rest in these sorts of games.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, obviously, because now this match has turned into almost a low-intensity match, so to say. There's not a lot of running up and down the wing for Rafinha, Lamine, for example. You know, we're going to stay in their half for most of the game. So depends what Hansi Flick wants to do, you know, midweek for the Champions League. But I think this game right now is low intensity that players could stay on the pitch, you know, for an X amount of time to maybe, you know, if they want to test out, I don't know, Lamine Yamal only shooting with his right foot, for example, you know, like little details like that, they can stay on the pitch to kind of do those little things and get rhythm into midweek. But I mean, why not give it a change? But at the same time, is it really necessary at the moment?
Yeah, well, interesting thing is, as the second half is now back underway here at Montjuic, La Real have made a double change at half-time there that we're just seeing in our screens there, and 2 quite big players off of them, Zubimendi and Barnechea. I mean, Sven, is that saying what Imanol Alguacil is thinking here? You mentioned the midweek game they've got, and he's saying, hey, I'm going to put my players that I've got few of, my regulars, in cotton wool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's...
cotton wool, Pablo wool.
I'm sorry?
I need it.
Pablo wool is cotton wool. Very good, Alex.
That took you too long to get.
Oh,
Spence.
who's that player? I haven't seen that person's name yet.
Yeah.
That's a Basque name beauty right there.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That's a, okay, hold on. I knew I'm gonna need to pull it up because, like, the thing is with the Basque players and their names, once they've played a couple of seasons, once they've played a couple of seasons, you get it. Like Ander Barrenechea, we know because we've said it so many times. Mikel Oyarzabal, even Aritz Elustondo, or...
Come on, Spence, let's go with this. It would be a dream come true to listen to a Chicago boy like you saying Arcaiz Marietz Currena.
Well, let me say it! I was gonna say it. It's Arcaiz Marietz Currena. Arcaiz Marietz Currena.
Arcaiz, like Aritz.
Arcaiz Marietz Currena.
Marietz Currena. Arcaiz Marietz Currena.
You gotta get the double R on the L, but there's a single R in Marietz. It's not Marietz, it's Marietz Currena.
I have to say that it's his first game with Real Sociedad. It's his debut for him.
Wow.
What a name.
Yeah, it's a special day for him, but of course maybe he dreamed to play in another kind of game. Oh my God, good play by Barça.
Brilliant breakaway from Barça. Almost got Lamine over. Lamine could be in here. Good touch at the far post. There was Javi Lopez. Still Lamine Yamal. And he's overdone it in the end, I think. And La Real are going to survive that. Well, big breakaway chance there for Barça that they survive. You still checking some Basque names?
Arcaiz Marietz Currena, he's 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
And debut, I mean, yeah, like Brel said, he probably would have wanted it in a different sort of circumstance. But having said that, away to Barça is not a bad place to do it. Here is Lamine Yamal, who had the opportunity just a few moments ago. Expect he'll see plenty of the boys trying to link up here with Pedri now. Pedri or Lamine, I thought was in there. Yeah, I mean, Larial's
toying with them.
Leo's there, just waiting.
Here's what we know. Until he comes out, he's gonna get one chance in the box
and
in this half.
Is he gonna score?
Really
That's the question.
I really hope so, man. I need to see the most passionate edition of the rap to date. Lamine.
Go on. Go.
Come on, Lamine. Produce something for Lewandowski.
Ooh. Could it be a free kick?
Yeah, it's a free kick.
No, I was going to say, it's more of a second post.
It's in a good position for Rafinha, isn't it?
Yeah, more for Rafinha, yeah.
I have to say that there are 5 Barca players warming up. Gavi, Eric Garcia, Frankie de Jong, and Uriol, my cameraman. You have to help me. Who do you see? Ferran?
Gavi, Eric, Frankie, Fermin.
Tic-tac, tic-tac.
Fermin.
Fermin. Okay, thank you, Uriel. You can go on with your images. When you see Hansi Flick's reactions, it's because of Uri. So it's very focused on Hansi Flick's reactions.
Producing us some exclusive insight there as to who the first sub will be. There's a question for you guys to get your answers in the chat for as Rafinha stands over this free kick. Fermin, Gavi or Eric Garcia, who will be the first substitution for Hansi Flick? Let's see what Barca's Brazilian winger can conjure up from this free kick here then.
All right.
Nerves
Rafinha goal.
in the studio. Come on, Rafa.
Put it in, Rafa. Just
Right over that wall.
rip it.
Rafa! It dipped low at the end.
It
Lamina
did.
was scrambling, but
It
No
bounced
points?
just
No.
out.
Deflection?
I don't think he touched it at the end now. Out for a goal
It
kick.
bounced
Good
just
effort.
out.
Out for a goal kick.
Let's see, right through the
Yeah,
wall.
through everyone. And
I mean, that's a good effort.
It was
Great
it was
effort.
good. It was curling over the wall down into the low corner.
Yeah, that's nicely done.
Mm.
12
Well,
shots.
12 shots and Real Sociedad
Ah.
0, but they had the one offside goal.
guys, I've seen a special guest that we had in the chat.
Yeah.
You won't believe who was messaging in the chat. Robert Van Eyck was in there.
Was he?
And he was saying, no Levy goal yet?
Robert Van Eyck.
So
Yes.
the thing is that it's proven that Robert isn't the problem either. It is
Wait,
us.
So if Robert is in the chat, then what's
Who's
he doing?
that?
Yeah, what's he doing there?
Who's that? Well, maybe he's messaging from over there. You never know, like without his hands. And he also said that Gerard Martin and Casalo have scored. Incredible.
Where is Robert the admin?
The admin.
The admin. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a good nickname for him. I like
The admin.
The admin.
Yeah, should we start calling him that?
He'll be so
admin.
confused.
I
The
love
boss.
Who said
No,
that?
the admin.
Aaron Simcard.
Robert Van Eyck, hello.
Robert!
Why didn't Robert come today?
What's he doing today?
it. What is Robert doing
That's
today?
mystery. Mystery for the chat to try and.
I'm messaging from behind.
Messaging
you.
from behind
Behind
you.
you.
Creepy, supernatural.
That is creepy.
Paranormal activity.
I mean, he has his talent behind his back, so I think it's definitely possible.
Why isn't Robert here today? There you go. Question in the chat. Because he's suspended for one game like Marek Brau was? Is he on holiday? Or Pablo is better. Maybe not number 3.
Did you write this? I think Pablo wrote this
I did.
question.
I was
think
gonna
he
say
did.
that's something that Pablo would say. I don't think anybody
I
else
didn't
would,
rate them.
would
I
give
didn't
that.
rate them. I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, you would, Pablo.
It's got to be number 2 because he didn't do anything to get suspended. Did he?
Me neither. Agree to go.
With respect.
All right.
With
With
respect.
respect.
All right, guy.
I think it could be a play of suspending for one game to test the Robert theory.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we got a big European tie coming up,
Yeah.
so we
like
need,
what
we
if
need
what
him
if
on
the
the bench.
Robert theory is Robert's fault and not ours?
You are our Gerard Martin.
It has to be another option, rotations. As Hansi Flick,
Yeah.
Hansi Flick said, we need
Rotations.
some fresh legs.
Right.
In Barca Live,
Yeah,
we need some
there's
fresh
a midweek
boys.
match.
So
And here we go. Yeah, it's a day of debuts, eh? This.
Go, hey,
And
Lamin.
you know, or first, I should say.
Careful.
Casalo first goal. Pablito first presenting.
Pablito.
Gerard Martin first goal.
Yeah,
It's all happening today.
it is all happening
Yeah.
today, except for a Robert Lewandowski goal.
Yeah, but we still haven't got Lewandowski's first goal with Alex and Spence in the
No.
studio. But I'm actually I feel as if Hansi Flick's going to leave Lewandowski out there for a while today.
No, you know
Why?
what? I was gonna say something very that question of who's gonna be the first substitution.
Spence, I'm told this is your doing. What is Pablo's hosting debut similar to? Lamin's first team debut? Lewandowski's Barca debut? Or Ferranjo Glass debut?
Wow.
That's some front 3 you've just lined up there.
So,
As
careful.
well, let's watch out what Lariel do here, but Rafinha's going to have to come away with it.
fine.
Can we get the answers in the live chat?
Yes, exactly. I want to see the chat. That's exactly where I'm going right
Let's
now.
go.
1, 2, or
Like,
3?
Like, what are people saying here?
Lamin's first team debut, Lewandowski.
Desperate is saying 1. That's desperate.
Mercy's just like, where's Robert?
Abel Malikane saying 3, so Juglat, Nasera 3, Sara 3. What did Juglat do on his debut? Viking says 1. Hajar says 3. 9, it's not an option. 9. Barça 3 goals, Sada's calling for actually. Okay, I've got
Hagen says 8 too.
3. There's a 1 now coming in. 3. 2. There's the first 2 from Patrick.
Levy.
Barça fan 1. There's a lot of 3s actually. There's a lot of Jules Glass. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of 2s as well, to be fair.
I have to say that if Lewandowski doesn't score today, never Lewandowski will score with Alex and Spence.
We already know
on the
that,
studios.
Mark.
Today has to be the day.
Today was a test. With that Robert, it
Has
could have
to-
been Robert's fault, but today is kind of proving it all.
But against 10 men in a good game, so
Yeah.
it has to be today. Today or
I
never.
think
It could happen here.
I think
it's happening
the first substitution is gonna be Firmin.
Oh, Pedri! Oh, he's in the post! What a strike from Pedri. Usually dinks the
next
ball
to
in
the
from
top
that range.
corner. Next to the top corner. What an incredible shot by Pedri.
Just didn't curl exactly
Oh,
the
that
way it
rattled the
needed to.
That would have been a
goalpost.
golazo.
That rattled the goalpost. Absolute.
Chet,
Can you hear the
Pedri.
chant?
Listen to that.
Pedri.
All the
Wow.
stadium sang that.
Yeah, chance of Pedri around the stadium.
Wow.
That
Just
would have been
needed a
ridiculous.
little
would
more
have been-
curl.
Scored been weak, obviously, Pedri.
Do you wanna show Pedri how to curl the ball?
Wow, brilliant. Yeah, actually, guys, why don't we get the ball out? Why don't you guys get some tiki-taka going? You want to show them how to curl that one in?
I cannot show you what Pedri just did. I am not capable of that. But I will tell you that the ball went into the corner the way that you following? You following me here? Clunk. Do you know when your television goes into sleep mode and then the little thing just bounces around and you wait for it to go straight into the
that's a great
corner,
reference,
but it never does? That's where it went.
Okay, yeah. Corner,
Wait,
Lewandowski!
no!
Still the Lewandowski goal, but Araujo does score. The captain up from the back.
That was his goal.
That was the moment, by the way.
That was Lewandowski's goal, and Araujo got the rebounds. Yeah,
3-0 to Barça. I'm sure Ronaldinho enjoyed that one too. Barça 3, Real Sociedad 0. Still no Lewandowski goal, but a goal for Araujo, and Barça now
That is
in some clear distance. We've got some samba.
Move the hips, Pablo. Ole, hips don't lie. Hips don't lie.
Hips them hips.
Look at that.
And the shoulders.
Yeah, do the hips and shoulders at the same time. There you go.
Oh, jeez. They're not going to invite Robert back.
Incredible.
First goal for Ronald Araujo, La Liga, the second of the season after the goal he scored against Atalanta in UEFA Champions League, again from a corner kick. Barça is very close to score goals when we have a corner kicks in our favor. And as we said, no Lewandowski goal, but Ronald Araujo goal. Great game by Barça.
Yeah.
All right, so that's just about... Oh, look out.
And Lamin's in again here. Could be 4 for Barça. Still Lamin. That's a strong
Penalty,
tackle
señor
by
juez.
No.
Javi.
That's a clean... That's clean. Everything's clean. It's all right.
Was it
But-
clean?
But surely if that's clean, that's then a corner.
It should be, no?
That's,
Let's see.
I think that's what Lamin
All right,
is
we got
saying.
a tiny little shove. No worries there.
It was
Lamin, balls in. No, that's
it was
right call.
Right call, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Referee's done a fantastic job today. What more do you want? They're up 3-0 and Real Sociedad's got a red card.
No,
How
it was
goals-
fine, but like...
How goals do we score today? 3? So three substitutions.
Oh, no.
Uri,
Fer,
tell
what,
me,
you want to
please.
see, Fer, who is it?
Varane, Eric, and Frankie.
Lewandowski's
Gonzalez
off.
news.
He's off.
Oh my
100%.
God! If Lewandowski goes off,
I'm saying it right
Really?
now. He's going to come off.
That was his chance, was
100%.
that header that got saved by
He's
Ramiro.
coming off.
there they are, as you can see on the screen.
He's-
There, the 3 players about to come on. Eric
He's coming
Garcia,
off.
Ferran Torres, and Frankie De Jong all going to be coming on.
But it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
For Casado, for Lewandowski, and
No,
for...
maybe Pedri gets rested.
Cubarsí.
I think Cubarsí, Pedri,
And I would do one of the wingers.
No,
Leva.
I think Eric's coming in as a midfielder.
I don't think Lewandowski. Well, I have the answers. One is Pau Cubarsí.
Yeah.
Pau Cubarsí out. Eric Garcia in. Let's gonna wait for the other ones. Frankie de Jong in. Pedri out.
Okay.
And Ferran de Shark will be on the pitch on Rafinha. So we have more time waiting for first Robert Lewandowski goal with the Spence and Alex on the
I
studio.
told you.
So there's hope. We have hope. There's still
He's
hope.
resting. Pedri, Cubarsí,
Pedri.
and who else did you say, Mark? Rafinha.
Pedri.
Yeah, Rafinha.
Okay.
Rafinha, Cubarsí and Pedri out.
Yeah.
One player full line, one defender, one midfielder, and one forward. And I have to say, one of my other secret numbers for today is the number of goals that we have scored this year in 2025. There were 48 before the game, so
And
we
now,
reached
yeah.
50 goals.
Yeah.
50 not, 51 goals
In 2
in
goals?
15
And
games, guys.
in 2
51
months?
goals in 15
Ridiculous
games.
results.
It's an average more than 3 per game.
That's ridiculous.
More
actually.
than 3 per game in the 2025
So
That's
that
ridiculous.
is an insane
That's.
stat.
I mean,
Wow.
considering how we ended the year of
I know.
2024, and now we've started 2025 with over 50 goals so far. I think that's quite nice.
I know,
that's quite nice.
It was some reaction, wasn't it? I mean, do you remember that Atleti game? I thought we were brilliant in it.
I've
but like-
forgotten about the month of December. We would have scored what, maybe 5 goals, if that.
It was a rough month.
It was. I don't know. It was so in.
Oh dear, he's in the
I have
chat.
to
He's
say-
everywhere. Oh, he's in!
I think I know what he was
We'll
about to
come
say.
to you in a minute. Is that Lewandowski?
Is it alcohol? But it took a deflection.
We have to wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. I don't know if it's an own goal or Lewandowski. We will have to wait for the replay. We have to wait.
I told you.
Okay, Araujo
Is
hits
it?
it.
It's Lewandowski or it's an own goal.
Oh, it's Lewandowski!
It's Lewandowski!
Lewandowski!
I will give the numbers. I will give the numbers.
Let's go!
I will give the numbers just to give some time to Spence to
This
sing.
is on you!
34
This is on you!
goals this
This is
season
your
for
fault.
Lewandowski.
It's your
34
fault.
goals.
I blame you!
34 goals this season for
It's Robert's
Lewandowski.
fault. Robert, you're not coming back on the show.
You can sing,
Pablo's
Spence.
staying.
You
Guys,
can sing.
Pablo's staying.
guys.
Pablo's staying.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Pablo's
And now,
staying. Okay.
and now, for one of the most iconic versions, I think, of you know what is time spent and Alex.
I
For
need
you
to-
two
I need-
together
I need to-
to
I need to-
enjoy this
Put the
moment.
mic down. Put the mic down.
Yeah.
Just put it down.
Well, guys, you know what comes next.
I'm ready.
Take it away.
I've been waiting for this since last season.
Let's go.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dowski, El marcaría dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale el balón que lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dowski.
Yeah!
Vamos. Let's go. Finally,
It's all him.
finally.
It's all him. It's all him.
Pablo,
It's all him. Yeah, thank
Pablo, you're staying.
you. You're here, buddy.
You just, you have to have faith. You have to have
You're
faith.
here.
You have to have faith.
Right here. Right here.
You have to have faith.
Right, so it's not our fault.
Nope.
No.
We're
It's all about
we're
Robert.
happy. We're the happy duo, I think.
Alex, you
I
forgot
keep
your microphone.
I told you to put the mic down because I thought you were going to take part in the dance, but that's okay.
I did take part in
That's
that.
a lot.
yeah.
Is it
And I
over
forgot
for
to pick it up
Lewandowski?
again.
No, it's
For
been
sure.
like, it's way.
Right, so Robert, if you're watching this, we have to send a message to Robert.
Yes.
Then we should.
We should. We should.
We have a
send-
message.
away.
We have a message for Robert.
Yeah. Robert.
Would you like to go first, please?
Oi.
Watch out. Lewandowski!
Gerard Martin. All right.
Flooding in now. Take it away, guys.
Can I speak a little bit? Because
Yeah.
I tried to explain some Lewandowski numbers during the celebration, but yeah, I can understand the madness we live here with Alex and Spence.
All right. Good. We'll come back to you in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a message they want to send, and then we'll come to you for some Lewandowski numbers, okay?
Okay.
Robert, it hurts us to say this, but it's your fault. It's you, not us. And we're really happy with Pablito because now I get to see Spence's rap.
This is really hard for us.
It is.
Because we spent the last several months
Thinking it was us.
resenting each other,
Yeah.
when really we just resented you.
Yeah. You played us, Robert. You made it seem like it was our fault. And it never was. It was you all along. And it hurts. It hurts. But I think we're happier now with Pablo here with us and celebrating Lewandowski goals.
Take your time coming back.
Yeah. We're sorry, but it's for the best.
Guys, well done. That couldn't have been easy.
No,
It takes
it
a
never is.
lot
The
of
truth
bravery,
hurts.
a
The
lot of
truth
strength.
The
Yeah.
truth hurts.
And I appreciate
The
it.
truth
That's
hurts.
really,
Taking responsibility
yeah,
for something,
it's
it
a brave
hurts.
thing to do, and
Yeah.
I'm glad you got it off your chest.
Thank
know.
you. Thank you.
It was a big moment in the history of Barca Live, that, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, what's more history could what?
Pablo, that means that you have to come back.
I just felt it.
Every
I just
time.
felt it brewing. It was just that sort of game when you guys were like, no. I just thought,
No,
I think he's going to get one.
you-
Again,
you-
in quite odd circumstances, actually. But a goal's a goal for Levy. And
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
think-
that's the second goal this game. That's kind of a oh
What could he possibly have
What?
to say?
Yes, after that.
At this
What?
point in
To
time.
say, I am loving this game. Pure entertainment. What do you guys think?
no. I
think they just said what they
I
think.
think we just said what we think about you,
They
Robert.
just said what they think. Pure entertainment, I agree with.
Pure entertainment and pure fun without Robert, essentially.
Mark, you wanted some, or maybe we'll come to in a moment once his attack is finished, because here comes Lamine Yamal.
Oof.
Overlap is to Lewandowski, cross is cleared away. Mark, you had some Lewandowski numbers for us. Special day for Lewandowski here on Barca Live.
Yeah, for the third time. just commenting because I think it's important to say. 34 goals this season. It's one more than his best record in an only season with Barca. He scored 33 the first one. He scored 26 the second one, but he has scored 34 this season. It's 93 in his whole career with Barca, but it remains more than 2 months of competition. And the last thing, 93 goals scored, 7 behind the 100, and only 1 goal to reach the amount of goal that Ronaldinho scored with Barca.
That's not bad.
Indeed. Ronaldinho probably a little bit like nervous right now with Lewandowski catching up with him. But,
How's Ronnie doing?
Ronnie, are you
Ronnie?
are you okay? Are you feeling okay about like how this is going right now? Because Lewandowski chasing you down. I mean, like numbers wise. I mean, like, are you feeling nervous or are you okay?
He's...
Yeah. Okay.
he's good.
I like that.
Oh, he's good.
He's confident in his abilities.
He's happy.
Gerard Martin, Olmo. Can we get a goal with Lewandowski? Varane, so nearly. Well, Ronnie's happy, so we're happy. And I'll tell you who else is happy. Hansi Flick. We've got 2 more celebrations to show you from the goals that Barca have just scored. Let's see how Hansi reacted to Barca's 3rd and 4th goal. Here he is, right off the bench.
That's the 3rd one, I assume?
Yes, that's the Araujo header from the rebound from Lewandowski's header.
We thought that was the moment.
We thought that was going to be the
And
last
this
one.
is Levy. Not as excited as we were.
Definitely. I think we definitely celebrated that goal a lot more
Do
than
you think Hansi
Flick did.
knew?
Hansi was probably like, the curses. The curses.
Hansi probably woke up today and was thinking, who on earth is going to be on that sofa?
But we have to say that it's the weirdest way to celebrate a goal of Lewandowski, guys. We have to wait until the replay to confirm if it's Robert's fault or not, the Lewandowski goal. I have to say that I'm just on the other goal, so it's the reason because I didn't see the first time if Lewandowski touched the ball, so I say sorry about this. But it was a kind of magic, isn't it? Just to live that moment watching the replay, if the problem is Spence or Alex with Robert or they're alone.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension. As you said, Mark, Lewandowski now, he's just 1 behind leveling Ronaldinho. Question for the chat, will Lewandowski surpass Ronaldinho in goals today? Is it yes, he'll get a hat-trick, which would mean he'd go over him? No, not today, so that means no more goals. Or number 3, do you think he'll get 1 more, which means he'll level him? Guys?
Well, if he's not coming out of the, I feel like he's going to come out of the game soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so. 70th minute.
Who's coming in off the bench at this point?
Paul Victor?
I haven't seen him in a while.
I know.
No.
Could be a
Fermin
game.
is the next player to go in.
Okay.
So maybe Olmo. Could be Olmo
Yeah,
time to be
maybe.
substituted.
There you see what the answer in the chat. We've got 3 from Matthew. Lucas says 2. Lexana says 1.
He'll level him. That's
Tim
mostly
says
what we got.
3.
Yeah,
Lydia says 1.
understandable.
It's a good balance there, to be fair. Matthewsia says 2. Fofa says 1. There you can see, by the way, on your screens there, Fermin as Marc Brau confirmed their next player to come on.
Wait, this is as
Fermin
one-sided
Lopez.
of a contest as we've seen. That red card that came in so early has just
Yeah.
made it very difficult for Real Sociedad to beat themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
For the-
it's
for the
so
neutral, it's a
easy.
bit of a
Yeah.
red card. But here come Barça again. They want a 5th. Spence, your prediction was 4-0. That might not stand, although Lamine doesn't play in Ferran, which maybe was the adequate option, and in the end, La Real kept back in. I'm just looking there. I mean, Araujo golden assist, by the way.
Wow.
I know a
wow.
bizarre way the way it came about for the second one, but
It was the same as Olmo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Two assists
exactly
that
the
came
same.
from shots.
But we have to count them as an assist
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
they were the last Barca players to touch the ball before the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So guys,
So-
it's a dream game, isn't it? Just before the week we have the game against Benfica, 4-0, key players resting many minutes.
And it's
so
and it's like a low intensity game, sort of say.
Yeah.
Now for sure.
Yeah, I think it's been the perfect day to kind of the build up to Benfica, which is obviously a big match.
And Olmo is out. Yeah, Fermin is in.
Yeah.
Olmo is out. Great performance by Dani Olmo. I have
Yeah.
to say that maybe at the end of the show, maybe I will give him the 3 points. It will be between him and Lamine. But 2 assists. He forced the red card from Elizondo. Great game in reduced spaces. His quality was unbelievable. Dani Olmo is out. And Fermin, Ferminator is in.
Terminator.
Might be a goal in this for Fermin, you know. It's that sort of game. Very good performance
What,
from
like-
Dani Olmo.
Top bins the goal that Pedri didn't score.
Yeah.
I'll be blau.
Hey.
Get it? It's like I'll be back, the Terminator.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll be blau.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
No, no.
If you have to
Yeah.
explain it, it's just
No,
it's
I-
gone over
I
everybody's
agree.
head.
I do
yeah.
agree. It doesn't work.
It wasn't.
I'm
It wasn't. It
operating
wasn't
on a
your
different
best.
level
It
here,
wasn't your
alright?
best. Let's leave it at that.
4 minutes between the first and the second goal. 4 minutes between the third and the fourth.
Yeah.
Statman, Pablito.
Statman Pablito.
Bringing
got a lot of-
you the insight and the numbers that you didn't.
We got a lot of nicknames for
Statman Pablito.
Pablo here.
Yeah, we do.
Pablo Wolves Blanco, as
So
it were.
can I ask? Can I send a question for Jordi Cochran for Barca Live fans?
See.
Who do you prefer to be the next Barca Live show? Robert, Pablo, or
Well-
Spence as a host, maybe?
Oh, Spencer's a host.
I've
wanna see
done
that.
it.
I
I've
wanna
done
see
it.
that.
But I'm going to take it a step further, actually. I'm going to say, let's say that you, me, and Robert are sitting in this studio
Okay.
for El Clasico on match day 35.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
We're into the 80th minute. Barca need to win the game for their title hopes. Lewandowski's out on the pitch. Are we sending Robert outside?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, I think
100%.
I think
100%.
I think it has to happen. at that
There's literally no doubt about that.
I'm just
at
saying.
all.
I mean, with respect, it's just
With
at-
respect.
At, that point, he needs to leave the premises.
Yes.
Potentially the building.
Yeah, just to be safe, you
Yeah,
mean,
just to can you just stand outside for 5 minutes, please? Yeah, I think Robert is the one that needs to leave the premises.
Yeah.
If that happens, I
Maybe
agree.
even all of Catalonia. I don't know. One step further.
We'll send them on a day trip to Zaragoza.
Sure.
Put him on the train.
There's a Costco there. You can go shopping.
Put him on the train. First stop.
I feel like
Leave
next
him
time
there
you
for the
guys
day.
are on together now with Robert, it's like, if Lewandowski doesn't score in that game,
Right.
it,
Well,
it just becomes.
So now,
you know what I mean? Like,
so now that's the thing. So now we have to test it,
the beauty is that the pressure has shifted off of
Yeah.
our shoulders.
Right.
and it's gone to that
It was
chair.
previously on our shoulders.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And now it's gone to that chair
Now
that
we-
you sat on, Pablo. Pablo, are you
Flick
ready
is
to...
preparing the last substitution, and no Gabi, no Paul Victor, no Pablo Torre. It will be Hector Ford.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right then, for Koundé, I guess.
Yeah, always good to give Koundé, I suppose, some rest when we can.
Yeah. He hasn't been involved in the build-up play as much as you would expect.
What was I going to say? I mean, Spence, you'll be happy. No score prediction for artificial intelligence today.
No.
You
No?
are the only person still alive.
You are still the only
As
person
things stand,
alive.
you've got it.
Yeah, but I don't like rooting for no goals at this
Yeah.
point.
I know, that's the thing though, it's like, it's the kind of love-hate of, I want to get it right, but at the same time, do I want 2 more goals? Yes, I do.
Has Hector Fort scored?
No.
Mark?
No.
Never.
No goal with the first team. It could be also a good day for him.
I would sign up for that in a second.
Yeah.
Even though my
Can
prediction
you
won't be
imagine
right.
that?
On Pablo,
love that.
on Pablito's debut,
I know.
Pabby
Pablo's
Stats.
Dave.
Pabby Stats, as they call him.
Yeah.
Pab stats.
In the streets, yeah.
In the streets.
Pabstats.com.
In the streets of San Just des Verden.
Yeah. The polygon.
Pab stats.
That's a good.
This is like, it would be like his own little program called Pab stats.
Come on.
Lamine, can Barça carve out a 5th?
Boom.
Fermin,
Oh, that should
Lewandowski.
No, Fermin should have shot that.
Yeah.
Caña.
Casi.
Marcus, that's a little bit too hard, straight over everyone.
Yeah.
Through towards it. I mean, there's still 50 minutes left for this one, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
There's plenty of time for Barca to get a 5th.
we can do 2 goals in 15 minutes, no?
What is
I
Pablo
like
Wolves
this question.
Blanco's best alternate name?
I like it.
Pablo Wolves.
This is you, but oh yeah?
No, it's Jordi. For sure, I swear it.
Pablo Wolves White. Pablo Lanas Blanco, of course, Lana being wool in Spanish.
Yeah.
Or Pablito Pequeñito.
Pablito.
1, 2, or 3.
Definitely not number 3.
Live
I
chat.
say-
You know, I was going to go for the 3. It's just Pablito. It comes out naturally, Pablo.
No, Pablito, but not Pequeñito.
I like the
Pablito
first
There's
one.
alliteration.
Not
Sí,
Pequeñito, not
Pablito.
I like Pablo Bulls White. I like it. I like it. Araujo out. As you can see, Araujo is out.
effect
You
on
can see
football.
on your
okay.
screens, Barcelona fans.
Oh,
And
Koundé.
Hector Ford is in. So, yeah, Koundé playing as a centre
Centre
back, maybe
back.
the first time this season.
Oh.
What does the live chat say here?
Yeah, that's actually a
was gonna-
wonderful. That's
yeah.
actually a wonderful question.
Wolves White, Lanas Blanco. What we got? We got Pablito Pequeñito.
I love Pablito Pequeñito.
Yeah, I think
Pequeñito.
for sure it's going to win Pablito Pequeñito. For
Wow.
sure.
Sí, que sí.
I'm shocked at how many 3s there are.
Yeah, Pablito Pequeñito.
Have you seen anything other than
It
a 3?
rolls off the tongue, Pablo.
It does. You know, alliteration is key.
That's actually quite impressive, like how everyone just agrees.
Pab stats. I love Pab stats.
It's Bobby stats.
I think you need your own show just called Pab stats.
Or a podcast.
Pod stat. No. it's
Pablito
Pab.
Blanco.
Pablito Pequeñito stats.
Pabby's pod.
Robert, so I miss Robert too.
Yeah.
Pab stats.
I miss
You see him?
I can't.
Oh, yeah, Robert, buddy.
We don't want you back, Robert.
That's about
I'm
as close as
sorry.
you're going to get to this program now.
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry to say it.
Sorry, friend.
I think it's one of the highlights this season, this question.
yeah. That's
Pablito Pequeñito.
That's one of the questions of the season.
I
man.
mean, whatever answer wins, essentially, is what we have to call you for the rest of the time.
Pero Pablito Pequeñito.
Pablito
no.
Pequeñito. Pues tal cual.
Listen, if you fight back
The
on it, it's
people-
only going to make you more Pablito Pequeñito.
Yeah. The people have spoken, and Pablito Pequeñito.
They truly have.
We practice.
Robert says
Pablo,
that,
I know you're not on the show much, but we do practice democracy here.
Okay.
And Pablito Pequeñito is what the people have chosen.
Yeah.
Robert says that he likes Pab stats, but he misses Robert. I miss Robert.
Pablito
You guys just stay
Pequeñito.
silent, okay?
Yeah.
No, we're good. We've reconciled.
It's okay, Pablito Pequeñito.
Okay.
It's fine.
Pablo, you are the host of the show. You have to.
No, I mean,
You need to control more your guests.
at the end of the day, the chat have spoken, you know. Like they say, it's a democracy. I can't, you know. I'm shocked at the. I mean, to be fair, out of the other options there were.
Pablito
I like
Pequeñito.
Wolves. I like Pablo Wolves White.
Wolves White.
It's got a little
It's
alliteration.
not. It
got something
flows.
about it.
It flows nicely.
You know, if it was like Marc Casado, you know, if he was from England, it would be Mark Weddings.
I think Aitana Good Morning is always going to be the best
Aitana
one.
Good Morning.
Aitana Good Morning. That one's always going to be the best.
the best.
That one's the best
Hector
one.
Strong is good too.
Hector Strong. Me gusta.
Who is Pequeñito? It's me.
And Olmo, Danny Olmo. How is the name of the tree in English, Pablo Spence? Olmo?
What?
Olmo is a tree.
No pides peras al olmo.
No,
Olmo's a tree?
It's
Yeah.
a tree, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How is the name in English of Olmo?
I have no idea. That's a good question. Let's
Yeah.
find out.
And Big Atom by Ferran Towers.
Elm.
Elm.
Elm?
Danny Elm.
Danny Elm?
Danny Olmo and Ferran Towers, as I said.
Someone says,
Danny
can
Elm.
Pablo and Robert collab? We have before. Me and Robert have been here plenty of times before.
Yeah.
Wonderful days. We've had some good results too, by the way. I was going through it the other day. There's been a lot of wins, and there could be another. Oh, and Lewandowski, I've had it with you too.
Pablo Pequeñito.
Shall we?
Pablito Pequeñito.
Robert, for me, we
broken the
collab.
curse.
Robert says, can we collab? For me, we collab. We've got a great record, by the way. I was going through it the other day. We've won a lot of games when I've been me and you. I remember the Alaves we did, just you and me, and we won.
What was the
3-0
last
as
game
well.
that you and I did together, Pablo Pequeñito?
Would have been Villarreal 5-1.
Okay. Why do you have such good memory?
I have a very good memory, yeah.
What is
He's
it?
kind of like a mini Robert.
No, I was gonna say like that chair gives you like superpowers.
No, I think it's well, maybe, but I just feel like.
Robert Pequeñito.
And Pablo Grande.
Pablito, yes, we were. Pablo what?
Pablo
Someone
Grande
says.
and Robert Pequeñito.
Pablo what? Tian says, yeah, I'm crying too.
With respect.
I'm loving this from the chat.
Deus meu. You know, I think. Well, how many?
Don't ghost. Robert says don't ghost.
I haven't. I said we shall collab.
How many
Yeah.
keepy uppies can you do on a good
Ooh.
day?
All right. It's your debut,
Very
Pablo.
few. No, I'm
You have
being
to-
serious. I actually really enjoy playing football, but keepy uppies I've just never been good
10?
at. No,
Really?
Not even
All right.
10, yeah.
No, you have to prove it. I don't believe that.
I can't do 10 keepy uppies.
I don't believe it.
keepy uppies.
Go on.
Listen, if
10.
you
You can do 10.
You get 3. No, you get 2 redos. If you can get to 10, then you can choose your nickname.
Someone says,
10, I like
someone
that.
says, Pablo, have you been to Nepal? I'm from Nepal, and please come to my house.
Okay.
Aaron, that's
A
some
ver, me
request
gusta.
for you.
10 keepy uppies and you
Also,
can
I'm
pick
not
your
in my
nickname.
correct shoes either.
That's an excuse. That's a
no,
poor
no,
excuse.
I'm
That's a
actually-
poor excuse.
No excuses.
Poor
here.
excuse. 10 keepy uppies, you can pick your
1,
name.
2, 3. Oh God, that's
Right.
2, 3.
3,
No,
4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9. Oh, he did it! Wow.
Anda, Pablito Pequeñito.
Callando bocas, eh?
You made the same celebration as Ferran did in Las Palmas.
Yes. That's just.
Pablito Pequeñito MVP.
I actually didn't expect that I
Robert.
would do that, so I just performed on the spot there. I literally never do 10 keepy uppies in my
Take
life.
control on your guests, please.
Their control. I've just shut them up there with some keepy
Pablito
uppies.
Pequeñito MVP. That's what Robert says. So I think if Robert wants the nickname to stay, then it stays.
I mean, it's definitely sticking now, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna change your name.
haven't even discussed the game
I'm
for like 10
changing
minutes.
Pablo's name on my phone to Pablito Pequeñito. Right? So there it is. Pablo Balls Blanco.
Is that how you have me saved? Yeah, full name. I think that's how it automatically
Oh,
saves.
is it? It's like Ottoman.
Yeah, I know. So I need to change that. Put it to Pablito. Pablito Pequeñito MVP.
MVP.
Right.
MVP.
That's
Wait.
I know.
Okay. We've had that. I was just making sure.
Right, there it is.
Go
It's
on.
saved.
Go on, zoom in.
It's saved as. Oh, you can't see. There we go. It's
Ahí.
Pablito
este.
Pequeñito. Ahí está.
Oh, very good you deleted, but you got rid of my number. Yeah,
That's what I was about to stop it
No, I
and be like,
thought you were.
I mean,
No, because
I can. Has it happened before?
No, because there was. Oh, now I forget her name. We had one of the contestants from what's the American Idol version show here, the Operación Triunfo,
Ah, sí.
right?
Sí, yo te.
And she was here as a guest for one of the games. And she was actually sitting in your spot. She turned around to take a picture of something with her phone back there, like with this camera looking at us, and she entered in her password. So and everybody was like, "We know what your pass," so she had to change it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
I mean, at least the good thing with that is that they have to have her phone, I suppose, to actually get into it, you know? Like the phone number, they could just get it and then start messaging.
Yeah, no, it was unfortunate.
It was, yeah, basically.
If you want Pablito Pequeñito's phone number, you're
10
gonna
keepy uppies.
You're gonna have to do, yeah, you're gonna need
10
to do at
keepy
least
uppies.
It's true. Yeah.
10 keepy uppies.
Yeah.
What's Robert and I's record for keepy uppies so far in the program?
I
What
think
do you mean? Do you mean like 1, 1, 1?
No, like individual.
we had one where the two of you went, and then I had to beat it in
You
push-ups.
did push-ups, yeah.
And I think
How
I
are your
did.
push-ups, Pablo?
Yeah, good.
Do you go to the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him, he got all nervous.
I'm actually readjusting it. You know very well I go to the gym.
Yeah?
I know why you asked that question.
What do you mean? That's why. How's the gym going, Pablo?
It's going well. Day off today, but
It's...
my
Does
God.
Pablito Pequeñito needs to bulk up in the gym because he's Pequeñito?
You see this.
All right, chat. Does Pablito Pequeñito need to bulk up in the gym?
Absolutely.
Chat. 1,
I
2,
think you guys
or
need
3?
to. I think you guys need to start behaving yourselves. Like I'm in
What?
charge here. I made the questions.
Pablito. You
That's
don't make the
interesting.
questions.
If they actually knew, then they would actually all say number 2. If they'd seen me properly before.
I mean, if you can do more, keep
Ooh.
up.
Okay, keep you uppies, push-ups. How are your push-ups?
Good.
Right, so you have to set the bar.
I mean, we could do push-ups as well.
But you have to set the bar with the keepy uppies.
Okay.
All right. This
Yeah.
game is over, folks. By the way, just so you know, like
It's 85th minute.
there's nothing happening. If there's a goal, we'll tell you about
Yes.
it. You know.
There actually has been little to no chances in the
No,
last 10
it's
minutes.
just to be
by the way.
clear, yeah.
Yeah, that like I've been waiting for a chance and there hasn't been one. Look, there's a lot of 2s by the way. They're saying no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And the chance
like
here.
that?
Oh, it's
Oi.
sorry, netting for Ferran, nearly.
Oof.
Very nearly.
20
corner.
push-ups.
One and he becomes our new Goretzka.
I see you're very happy, like you're not worried, but I have to say that for me today is the toughest day to pick my votes for player of the match.
Yeah.
I see you very happy, hee hee ha ha, but very tough today. I'm just thinking of my votes and I don't know exactly how to give my votes.
I think the first one for Daniel. And then after that, it gets complicated, to be fair.
Don't spoil it.
Danny
Okay,
Trees.
fine.
By the
Danny
way,
Tree.
look how many shots Barca have had compared to La Real.
Yeah.
It's down on
29.
Oh my goodness!
29
I've never
to
seen
zero.
that before. 29,
It's literally like 0-0.
but not to 1, to 0.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's 0.
Yeah. Like
To be
absolutely.
well, that's
pinned
not
them in.
counting the offside goal. To be fair.
God,
Yeah,
it's like a lifetime ago,
But-
isn't it?
It was
But-
offside.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
count.
yeah. No, but it was like we'll give him that. Give him something. They've had
Well,
a tough day.
We're now at the point where I can start actively not rooting for a goal, I think.
You might get it right, Spence.
Oops.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a great up from Javier. I mean,
That went out. Surely that went out.
Was that the linesman just like giving them?
I mean, the linesman felt bad.
I think.
Yeah, I think-
I think genuinely.
It's like let
did.
him give him
Everybody
something.
wants to get this game kind of over with.
Yeah, basically. We're slowly just passing the ball.
Yeah, there's
around
3
the
minutes
pitch,
left
on
in normal
top of
time.
the box.
Guys, like, should we almost like play now? How much time do you think will be added on? Because I'm gonna go like 2 minutes.
Can we just get a beep 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 at 90?
Yeah, that would be probably
cool with
best off.
that.
That's better
that's
off
what I'm
for
saying, that's why
both
I spent
sides.
it. It could be one of those games.
If it was a Copa
Yeah.
game, that's what they would do. That's what they did against Valencia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Yeah.
It was beep beep
Yeah.
beep. But I think maybe because it's La Liga and everything counts for everything, you might have to play
Got
that
you.
3 minutes.
There's only been goal celebrations. There's not been many fouls.
No.
How many fouls have?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It's not. Yeah, it's been relatively
Oof,
clean. Honestly.
Lamine.
He wants it.
Lewandowski.
Oh, the idea was good.
Imagine if you just whipped that in. By the way.
Robert needs an upgrade to.
Well, I
Bruno
thoroughly
Fernandes.
enjoyed the experience of taking over from the Barça official intelligence, but I'm ready to come back for the next show. Wednesday, Benfica Barça. Let's go. See you then. Visca el Barça.
Well.
I think Robert hasn't found out that he's not coming back.
Robert is adamant that he's coming back.
I don't think he's not found out yet.
Do you remember?
Poor.
You might not because you don't follow, many American sports. But there's this sport called the NFL. Okay, it's American football.
Yeah.
And
That's not really what the sport is called, but okay, Spence.
in the year 2000, Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback of the New England Patriots.
I don't know this, but go on.
Okay, and then he got hurt, and so they brought in this unknown rookie named Tom Brady. Drew Bledsoe never got back onto the field.
Yeah.
That might be the situation that we're in today.
Unknown rookie.
I like that parallel comparison. I like that comparison a lot.
It's handball, Balmain.
Mark, what do you think about Robert coming back to Barça Live?
Well, this is one of the questions that I want to ask also for Barça Live fans. If they prefer this combination, me back, very important, and Pablo as a host, and just demonstrating today that the combination between you, Alex, and Spence is not bad for Lewandowski. The bad combination is with Robert. But I have to say that maybe the good thing is we can be 5 together. Why not? You, Spence, Pablo, Robert, me, maybe. You know that
a lot of cooks in that kitchen.
But you have to say that Pablo usually comments the games for Barça 1, so when you can watch again the games.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Not this one, but you can listen to Pablo in every game.
Who's doing it today? Is it your other doppelganger?
It's Pablo Grandecito. We have the Pequeñito in the studios, and Grandecito is at commenting.
The other Spider-Man.
The other Spider-Man. There's 3 of them.
There's a few of them, yeah. They're all jotted around.
So confirmation that Pablo is AI.
Hector Ford wants it. I would have signed up for that.
Me too.
I actually don't know what we would.
2 minutes of other time.
2.
2.
Said it.
Wow, I'll take that.
2 minutes at a time then before this one is all over.
Now if we can just get Hansi into the press room like as quickly as possible.
Yes, please.
Because I got Osasuna Valencia tonight. So.
Oh.
So you can analyze the next Barça team that we have to face in La Liga. And one of the teams that beat us, also like Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
And without me in El Sadar, with Pablo Pequeñito in El Sadar.
Pablito was indeed there. I was indeed in Pamplona for that one, so hopefully a win for Barça. Guys, to end this sort of game, as Lamine Yamal is going to whip one straight at Ramiro. Fill the chat with some blue and red hearts, guys. Come on, let's get a chat with some blue and red hearts. Get them in there, please. Big game this for Barça, by the way. Great performance. This is going to be a 4-0 win. Spence, by the way.
Yeah.
4-0.
Yeah, you've got it.
4-0, and you said an obscure scorer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a good day at the office, this.
Gerard Martin. Casado.
Oh, wow, we need Robert. He is the best.
That's actually lovely from Mohammed.
That was so nice. Unfortunately, the world isn't as kind.
Not to Pablito Pequeñito.
Nice hearts.
It's actually quite kind to me. I'm loving the hearts, though, yeah. Well done, guys.
Love the hearts.
Fans.
Well done.
Well done, Culés. Here's Fermín, is there a final Barça burst?
Yeah.
Hector Ford.
At this point, it would be almost sad.
For you, it would be very sad, yeah.
It's not going to happen.
At this point, yes.
No, it's not. I'll tell you what, actually, like the last, 25 minutes, I think it's been very low-key from Barça. Since the change,
we've been passing and moving the ball around a lot, but
it's good though, Alex. Like you said, like it's a complete game for Barça to rest, you know.
Yeah.
End of the game. We are the leaders of La Liga again.
Let's go! Full time then at the Estadio Olímpic Luis Companys. It's ended Barça 4, Real Sociedad 0. Huge win for Barça, who now go back top of La Liga. Goals there coming early on from Gerard Martin scoring his first for Barça. Marc Gasol also scored his first for Barça and then followed up in the second half by Ronald Araujo and can you believe it, Robert Lewandowski with these two on the couch. Guys, instant thoughts, instant reactions. I know you're very happy because the man scored the goal. Lewandowski, finally the duck was broken.
Yeah.
But a very, very, very satisfactory day at the office for Barça. We had a good time here too, you know.
Yeah.
Lots to enjoy today, eh?
Definitely, Pablito Pequeñito. It was a lot to enjoy, a lot of debuts, and obviously I think the curse being lifted, and Robert being basically exiled from his own show. A lot of highlights, but most of all, top of the league again. 3 points away from Madrid's, 1 from Atleti. 10 out of 10 day.
Spence, quick thoughts?
No notes. That goes for your hosting skills too, buddy.
Yeah. Well done, Pablito Pequeñito, on your debut.
My first game that I ever hosted was against Cádiz.
Ooh, score?
2-0 to Barça. I don't remember who scored. Okay. But this is hard to top. You're never gonna forget that Pablo Pequeñito, Pablito Wolves-White, was there for Casado, he was there for Gerard Martin, and he was there for Robert Lewandowski.
Absolutely, guys.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're not done yet. We've got all the post-match, including live interviews with all the players and Hansi Flick coming up, plus all of the post-match analysis for this one. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break here from Austria, but we will be back very shortly. Hello and welcome back again to Barça Live. Barça have beaten Real Sociedad in La Liga by 4-0. They go back top of the table ahead of Atletico de Madrid and also Real Madrid. We're now the outright leaders too in the Spanish top flight. Very satisfactory performance all round. Very shortly we'll be showing you some of those interviews as the players are making their ways off the pitch. Guys, I mean, the exact game we wanted today. We knew if we won, we were going to be outright leaders. We knew the importance of these 3 points. It's another clean sheet. It just feels as if things are really coming off right now for Barça. We're in that sort of mood.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, Spence, you talk. I was going to look at the goal difference because the fact that we scored 50 goals already in 2025.
Alex, I'm going to have to stop you there quickly because we've got Marc Brau with Ronald Araujo in live. Marc.
Yeah, with our captain today, 1 goal, 1 assist. We are next to Ronald Araujo. Ronald, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Buenas tardes.
How are you doing, Ronald?
Una tarde perfecta, ¿no? Feliz.
Perfect evening. One assist, a goal. I'm delighted. It was important to win the game, to be back at the top of the table. I'm happy because this team deserves that. The sending off changed it all. But you went for the game. And it was early. Well, we knew Real Sociedad, a great side. We knew we had to be with great intensity. But the sending off was important, yeah, of course, obviously. But we took it seriously, respecting them, creating chances, and happy. for the fans as well and for the players coming on. And it's important to win titles. Well, the assist was strange, to say the least. Any game happened that? No, it's the first time I scored an assist in the same game. Oh, it's important to help the team. And also important for me to play minutes. I feel better. You reach the key moment of the season at your best. Yeah, it's important. We knew that in March we had to be at our best. Now the big games are coming on. And the team are very well. All players not injured. Important.
The words of our captain, happy with his goal, with his assist, and with the performance of the team and the level that the team showed in the last games. 15 games this 2025, and the team remain unbeaten. We are the leaders of the league, and we scored again for goals.
Thank you very much. Mark there speaking to Barça's captain on the day, Ronald Araujo, after he got a goal and assist in Barça's 4-0 win. Guys, we were speaking a bit about what good at the office it was. Alex, you had a comment to make about Barça's goal difference, how many goals they're scoring. They're not really conceding as many as they were in the first half of the season either. I mean, they just spoke about it there with Mark there with Araujo about things coming off right now for Barça.
Yeah, I mean, the start of the season, obviously over 50 goals in 2025 says a lot. Like, we have a plus 46 goal difference. Atletico Madrid in second place has plus 27.
In La Liga, yeah?
In La Liga.
Wow.
Plus 46, Atletico de Madrid has plus 27, and Real Madrid 30. So from Real Madrid, we have, you know, a plus 16 goal difference there. That could be key in any moment of the title race. Essentially, we've scored 71 goals in La Liga in 26 games and 25 conceded. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Real Madrid have scored 55, Atleti have scored 43, and we've scored 71 goals in the league.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen so many high-scoring games. You know, we used to joke, especially around the women's game, if you predicted a 6-0 win, it was realistic. You know, you give us a 6-0 win last season, it was, you know, you wanted chaos. But predicting 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, it's so possible this season, and it's just, it's fun to watch.
You're right. It's actually kind of easy to predict 4-0.
Some may say that it's an easy prediction.
I was going to say, as you did, Spence, as you predicted 4-0, I wanted to ask you about something that Mark and Araujo just touched on there. And it's that in 2025, for me, I feel like all of Barça's sub-players, the bench, if you like, I know there's not a defined bench at Barça because players change every now and then. We saw with Castellón, Frenkie. But it feels like there's about 16, 17, maybe even 18 players who are all now at that level. And maybe in October, we went on that run there was a starting 11 and you probably felt there was a bigger drop-off with the bench. I'm not sure I feel that right now. I feel that the whole squad not only is quite fit and healthy, which we've not always had, but it's also all of them, you know, all of them are playing at a pretty high level right now. And that's helping us.
And above all else, I think with a squad the size of Barça's, any big club, you're going to have players who are talented enough to start on almost every other team in the league. Right? Like, we can confidently say that, as one example, Ferran Torres would be a starter almost everywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe not all 19 other teams, but it's important for the manager to establish and communicate to the players what their roles need to be in order for the team to succeed. And I'm sure that Hansi, at some point, more than once, sat down with Ferran, for example, as one player, because there's many others, and said, this is who I need you to be this year. You're going to get your chances to start, but I need you to come off the bench and score goals. And he's been doing that.
Yeah.
Eric Garcia, you're probably not going to start a ton, but your name is going to be called upon when we need you to perform a specific task. And they've done that. And they've also been able to rotate players so that once we get to Wednesday, he can choose his favorite 11 for that day.
Yeah, I want to touch on that as well, because today felt like such a perfect day at the office, and we thought it maybe could be with a red card. Although often, you know, some of the team goes down to 10 men, and you're fighting there to get a goal in the 70th minute and get away with a 1-0 win. Maybe the way La Real played invited us on to play the way we want, and that was, you know, potentially suicidal is the right word, you know, for that high line to be played from them. But it invited Barça on. It's allowed us to rest. I know we said that at half-time, but you know, not a lot of other teams can do this right now. They've got a lot of massive games. I mean, you look at Real Madrid and Atleti, who we're competing with right now. Atleti won 1-0 last night. Real Madrid lost 2-1. They're not really in positions to be like, yeah, you guys can rest, you can rest, you can rest. And this is a great position to be in at this stage of the season, guys. At playing La Real at home and being able to say at half-time, if we want, the front three can come off and it's not going to affect the game. That's a pretty unusual position to be in.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was what you said about the bench. It's about, you know, trusting the bench, and anyone that comes off the bench is not going to change the game. You know, it's going to change the style, everything, but the quality of it. You know, we saw Marc Casado and Gerard Martin getting the first 2 goals of the game. And those first 2 goals were probably the most important of the game, because that was kind of getting the floodgates open. It was getting those 3 points over the line. It was really relieving that tension of, can we score today? Obviously, of course, the player down did help, but those first 2 goals came from 2 players that you would have never imagined, and I think that says it all. The team is confident. You saw Robert Lewandowski scoring. He did score, but celebrating that Gerard Martin goal, I think the unison of the team and just everyone picking each other up, no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, you know, a veteran like Lewandowski or Rafinha, or just, you know, a young player coming in, everyone has the same confidence, and everyone's kind of instilling that confidence in each other. And the fact that we can count on literally any player off that bench to come in and make a performance of it, I think it's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, as well, you know, not just here, we've got Marc Brau, of course. Marc, I believe you're in position waiting for protagonists to come to you. Marc, you know, of course, feel free to interrupt whenever those do come your way, but we're just commenting here about, you know, what a good day at the office that is for Barça, and another good weekend in the context of the La Liga season too, right?
Yeah, and it could be better if yesterday Athletic Bilbao didn't get to the post in 3 times in the Metropolitano, but of course it's difficult to have all the good results only in the same weekend. But I have to say that maybe the words of Ronald Araujo shows exactly how is the feeling of the team right now, that everything was perfect, not only the score, it's just the performance, it's just the behavior of all the squad just playing together. Of course, we had 2 important injuries in this season, Ter Stegen and Mar Bernal. Of course, we have Christensen again out for the next month, but the happiness of the team is something that you can feel, of course, when you're watching Barca playing football. And today was just such a perfect night, because next week we have 2 important games, and many important players also can rest some minutes in the second half. For the second time this week, 2 players are scoring his first goal this season, so everything was perfect. And I have some extra stats just to comment with you that are so interesting. One that we explained that just in the second half is the goals scored by Lewandowski. 3rd season in Barca, and in March, in the 2nd of March, he has scored more goals than in other seasons, 34. The first ones were 33 and the second 26, 34 for Lewandowski. And another stat that I will give to you, just to give you back the connection, Pablo, if you want to comment. In 40 official games this season, Barca have scored at least 4 goals in a minimum of 18 games. So at least in the middle of the games, at least at the half of the games played this season, Barca scored 4 or more goals. It's insane, this is stat. So let's comment that if you want, while we are just waiting for the next players to talk. I'd see Marc Casado, I see Olmo next for him. I don't know, we will talk with him, but he's very next to me. I really want to talk with Casado, maybe in a few minutes.
Marc, sounds very good indeed. Do let us know when you have Casado or any potential protagonists with you, and we'll go right back to you. I mean, what Marc was just saying right then, though, guys, about, you know, how many goals Barça scored. I think he said they've scored more than 4 goals, or 4 more goals in 18 games. And I think I've seen how many goals we've scored in 5 games as well. 5 goals, sorry, in a game too. And I think it's over 10 too. And those numbers, like, you were bringing up the goal difference there, Alex, but like, Spence, I mean, those numbers are numbers that do get you through difficult positions of the season too, because you've got a lot of games where you score 5 goals, but this season for sure, I feel when it's 0-0 in a tight game that we've got a lot of scoring power with us, and that we're in tight situations. And I actually feel one of the most confident I have been in a Barça team to dig out a goal in a difficult situation.
Yeah, and I think the best way to apply that confidence from Barca's perspective is when they're struggling to score, or perhaps do get shut out in a game like they have a couple of times at home this year. or even against, Las Palmas or Getafe, when it's not all clicking together the way they want it to, is to come back the next game, stick to the mentality that's gotten them the plan that's been carried out multiple times to show that they can score tons of goals at once, and not have those bad performances stack up in a row. Because everybody's going to go through stretches where they find it tough to score throughout a season. Yeah. Usually it's over several games, but Barça have struggled to score in select games here and there and have come back and done this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just think back to some of those games, guys, that we struggled to score in. I mean, to be fair, even Getafe in January was we kind of knew that was going to be that sort of game.
Yeah.
But you think about some of those. I mean, I'm just thinking the Leganés game, for example, at home, when maybe it felt like we were just like, maybe we're running out of steam a little bit here. And I think you mentioned, Alex, that maybe we didn't know about, and I'm going to interrupt myself here because we've got Marc Brau with Marc Caçador. Two Marcs, take it away.
Yeah, we are next to Casa, as usual. Hansi Flick sat in the press conference room, just talking to him. Maybe one of the questions, of course, would be about the goal he scored in the first half. So, Marc, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bona nit.
Bona nit.
T'imaginaves que el teu primer gol amb el Barça seria així?
Your first goal with Barça, were you imagine that? It was lucky, a rebound, but the important thing is that counts, and that was very important, and the happiness.
Torno a preguntar pel gol, Marc, però per valorar el partit, ara li deia el Ron, el partit perfecte, no? Sobretot
The perfect game today.
És veritat que potser s'ha posat un pèl de cara amb l'expulsió, però tot i així l'equip
With the sending off was certainly making a difference.
Sí, està clar que l'equip sabia que avui era un partit.
Yeah, we all knew that today was a difficult game, but we started strong. I think we were serious. 15 minutes after the get-go, they had a man sent off, but we had many chances. 6 weeks in a row winning, top of the table. You ended 2024 badly, but now, well, there is a good mood in the dressing room. I think we are doing very well, and it's important to reach this stage of the season with this form. So tell me about the celebration of the goal. It was Pau Cubarsí. I wasn't expecting to score that way. It was slow motion, then the post and in. I wasn't expecting that. And we've done that several times this season. Right. It was the kiss with the badge and the happiness of scoring. Pau Cubarsí. No, he didn't tell anything. They told me I wasn't to score, but yeah, it wasn't. So congratulations for the goal.
The words of Marc Caçador saying that it's a joke, it's an inside joke inside the locker room, telling him during the season that he never scored a goal with the first team. So finally, he scored a goal, kissing the badge. So very happy, Marc Caçador, with his performance, with his goal, and of course with the win.
Lovely interview there between yourself, Marc, and Marc Caçador. Marc, do and of course let us know if you have more protagonists, or if not, we'll come to you, of course, for your MVP at a later stage. I mean, Caçador, I love that personally. You know, he's right about Cubarsí. We saw kissing the badge. Gerard Martín, we saw kissing the badge. This is great stuff. This is what Barça's all about, right?
It's such a good mix of like young kids, young Pablito Pequeñitos all over the pitch. Just being happy to play for their club. I mean, you put aside the pressure and the necessity to score, and you put aside the necessity to perform, and it's just kids running around on a football pitch being happy to wear the badge that they wear, just as if, you know, kids on the street are proud to wear the badge. And I think that's so pure, and that's so hard to find, because you see it in a lot of players that if they're not enjoying their football, they're not going to be at their best, and they're just enjoying their football. And on top of that, you give them an environment with, you know, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Frenkie de Jong, Inigo Martinez, who are giving them the confidence and to be able to kind of progress in that, you know, safe environment. Essentially, I think is so important. And yeah, everyone's kissing the badge essentially because they genuinely just feel so happy. Just like Spence kissing the badge.
Yeah.
I went to the center.
And now you did the opposite of what we said.
We've all got to get used to the badges in the
I
centre.
know. But it's a pure joy, essentially. And I think we feel it, they feel it. And everyone's just, honestly, the season is just enjoying the moment. If we leave out November, December, then this season has been really enjoyable.
Yeah, it really has been enjoyable. And you compare it to last season. I mean, I don't know if we expected this maybe, but right now, I mean, Barça are great fun to watch. I mean, I like coming into games, like I feel really excited, and it's hitting now at the right time of the season, like they've all been saying, like in their interviews there, you know, and like Maddox's been asking, this is crucial.
I have one potential counterpoint to that, which is just to be careful about how spoiled you get from watching this every game and expecting it to happen every game throughout the rest of the season, because we could go into the Benfica game on Wednesday and all of a sudden you hope it doesn't happen, but if you fall flat or even if you get a draw out of it and all of a sudden you're like, well, that's not the way that we play, and you could be right about that. It's not the way that Barça play, but you gotta be, as a fan, I'm talking, the team knows what they're doing, but as a fan, expectations before every game has to be the teams that win titles, the teams that get trophies, are the ones who go in consistently every day and do their job without thinking that it's just going to come to them automatically.
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's what I liked about the Alaves game in particular, because I thought we really struggled in the first half.
Right.
And I thought this is a draw written all over.
That was Groundhog Day.
Very much so. And then the way they reacted in that second half, I thought was very good, and they got the big goal, obviously. I'm looking at the Las Palmas game recently as well. That didn't look like it was coming off either, really, for us, and bang, on off the bench. I'm thinking Rayo, we scored from the penalty spot, you know, and that was a game we really suffered. We were dropping points in those sorts of games in December and whatnot, and I like that too. And I agree, Spencer, not every game is going to be free-flowing and 4-0 and 5-0, and probably we've got, maybe the fans have gone a little bit big-headed with that or whatnot. But we've got Malik now with Hansi Flick, so we can hear from our coach right now.
Yeah, we are next to our coach, to Hansi Flick, just to commend the win that we achieved today against Real Sociedad. Hi, Hansi, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
How happy are you with the performance of the team? It's been like a perfect night, a big victory with the two players scoring the first Barça goal, two players from Catania. So how do you feel?
No, it's a big story for them, I think, for Casa and also for Gerard, scoring the first goal. It's great. But also for us, very important that we win today, and keep the pressure on the other teams very high, and this is what we want today.
How important was to finish the first half with the two goals? Of course, with the red card that Real Sociedad player received, you want to attack, but it seems that the team smells exactly what the game needed at that moment.
Yes, of course. I think also we had a lot of chances to pass through the last line. So it happens also with the red card. So we forced it, and I think was a good moment for us. But what I can say is this: Real Sociedad is a fantastic team. They are playing really good football, and then this was tough match, and how I said before, and of course we are happy that we win today the 3 points.
The last one, so 6 consecutive victories in La Liga. We arrive to the next game in the Champions League. I talked with Araujo, and he said that one of the secrets that the team, as you said always, that the team is like a family, that we arrived very well, and one of the key moments of the season. So are you especially happy for you have built during all the last months?
No, it's a season is a long drive for everyone, also for the coaches, for the fans, for the club, but for the players. And so what we want is always to perform well. So we take care about the performance in the training, and this for us are very important. And and this is what we want to do and how we want to do it. And I think the players are doing good.
Thank you, Hansi.
You're welcome.
The words of our coach just commenting all the season, and now Hansi Flick talking with Gerard Martín, maybe one of the happiest men in the world, because Gerard, recordo parlar amb tu després del partit del Betis i em vas dir és que gairebé marco i no me'n recordo el temps que fa que no marcava.
I can't remember the time without scoring a goal, and today I'm delighted. It couldn't be better. I think it was 3 years and a half the last goal I scored.
Crec que ja anava encarrilat, però avui ha estat el primer gol del partit. A més, ha estat
un
gol important.
Today was the first one. How did you live it?
No, la veritat que estava ja a l'àrea, m'ha arribat la pilota.
I was in the area, and when I got it, I couldn't believe it.
Li deia al Marc Casador, copiant una miqueta la celebració al Pau, no? Però això surt de dins.
It was a same celebration as Pau. Yes, we love this club.
Com estava el vestidor? Us han felicitat?
How the dressing room.
Alguna broma també?
Any jokes?
Hi havia molta risita i molta cachondeo perquè
there was plenty of jokes because it was a long time.
Una miqueta del partit, molt completa l'actuació d'avui, no? La sensació és
It was a terrific performance today by everyone.
3 punts més, sou líder.
3 more points.
Sí, no, al final això, una victòria contundent amb
Yeah,
la
it's
porteria
a powerful win and a clean sheet as well.
L'equip, Gerard, és que surti qui surti, jugui qui jugui.
Anybody playing is going to be dangerous.
Sense ser titular, entres a l'11, marques el teu gol, la sensació és que pràcticament és igual qui jugui.
It doesn't matter who plays.
És això, tenim una plantilla molt àmplia i estem
we've got a long squad, a very deep squad,
l'oportunitat de jugar a qui toqui, doncs fer-ho.
and anybody's going to play well. Valde was.
Aquesta temporada també ha marcat algun gol important.
Valde has scored goals this season. Anybody in special for this goal?
Bueno, pues amb la meva família,
Well, my family,
també, que fa
my grandma, who passed away. Congratulations.
The words of Gerard Martin, especially emotional, the last words, just dedicating the goal for his family and for his grandma. He said he's not with us today, but very emotional, the dedicatory for Gerard Martin of the goal he scored tonight.
Marek, thank you very much. Do let us know if you maybe have anyone else passing through the press zone shortly, but lovely touching sentiment there from Gerard Martin. And also, of course, we heard from Hansi Flick earlier. You can see some match photos on your screen right now as the players celebrating what was a very happy and content, I'd say, day at the office for Barça. All things considered, things went pretty swimmingly right early on, and I think it's nice to hear all the players speaking after the game too, especially those ones after scoring their first goal. Something nice about the smile on the face of Gerard Martin and Marc Casador, of course, when they score. But I think also Hansi Flick has got to be, we heard from him a moment ago, pretty happy with the way this is going right now for his team this season. He's managing those minutes well, and I think everyone is delivering, as we mentioned, but I give credit to him because of how he's managed the minutes and when he knows how to make changes to each individual player. And I'm sure he has a good idea as to who he needs to bring out at a certain point, who maybe needs to stay on for a bit more rhythm. I feel like he's managed that well this season.
Yeah, I think Hansi Flick is understanding his players a lot. A lot of the players, I keep going back to that Pedri example of him, not taking Pedri off necessarily because he needs that rhythm. And I think you see that in a lot of players. Rafinha, Lewandowski is the same. Rafinha has played, I would love to see how many minutes Rafinha has played this season. I mean, he just never comes off the pitch and he never drops in level either. So I think in terms of rotating and understanding what the players need, I think Hansi Flick has been the man for that this season, and the players just vocally express that as well. And I think that's key to, starting the consistency and the confidence of that is that the players trust Hansi, and if they're not playing and if they are playing, it's for a reason.
Rafinha has played 3,190 minutes, the equivalent of about 35 and a half 90s.
Yeah, is that
that's
the
all
most?
Competitions.
There was one player that's played every single game not too long ago, was there?
Koundé maybe, yeah.
Koundé, yeah. So it's Koundé and Rafinha with the two. Right, so
is Rafinha the highest minutes?
No, it's second. Koundé has 82 minutes.
This is all competitions.
Yeah,
that's a lot, by the way.
Koundé has 82 minutes more than Rafinha, but they're the top two.
If I'm not wrong, this was our 39th game this season.
This was 40.
40, right?
Yeah.
So if you're saying he's played equivalent to what was that, 34, 35 games,
But I'm talking about 90.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's probably played in almost all of them, or all of them, but obviously been taken off or whatnot, and that's obviously cut those minutes down a bit. But the equivalent to 35 full games, I mean, that's quite something. I wanted to touch on that specifically, though, because Hansi Flick mentioned, it's important for us to get ahead of our rivals. I look at Barca's rivals in La Liga right now. Atleti did finish in the top 8 of the Champions League, so didn't have the extra games.
Right.
But they probably are suffering more in some of their matches. Last night, of course, was always going to be a tough one, to be fair, against Athletic Club. But I look at Real Madrid, and they're hit by injuries right now.
Yep.
They had to play the 2 extra games in the Champions League. They're playing against each other, these two, on Tuesday night, and then, of course, a week later too. I just feel in the way we are right now, that's also giving us a huge boost. And I think you can see that in results in the league too, in terms of where we are in comparison with our league rivals.
Yeah, definitely. I think Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid playing each other in the Champions League is giving us a boost in the league, because obviously this weekend, obviously they've had tough league matches looking at Champions League. It's a rival that well, which probably makes it more complicated when you put it in the Champions League perspective. So their priorities are clear, and their Champions League path is a lot harder than ours, because I think playing against a rival that so well always just makes it a tad harder, especially when it's a direct rival in the league. So we've definitely taken advantage of that, and we have it a lot better than they do, essentially.
Yeah, interesting. Well, we can go straight back to Marek Brau, actually. Marek, I'm pretty sure you're not with any players. I'm not sure if you're going to be with any more players either before this evening is over. But I want to ask you for your MVP, Marek, if you'd be so kind.
I expected to have Pablito Pequeñito next to me right now, but it's not possible. But it's good also to talk with you from the other part of the camera. I have very difficult today to give my votes. I told you just at the last minutes of the game. Very tough also to say today who was the best player of the game. But finally, I changed my vote between the first and the second half, and finally I will give 3 points for Dani Olmo. It was a key action, the way he forced the red card from Elustondo. He made an incredible assist for the first goal scored by Gerard Martin. The second one also was maybe a lucky one with a shot that finally was Marc Casado goal. But I think that after all the things that he lived in this beginning of 2025, he deserves also to be, for the second consecutive game, the best player of the game. I will give 2 points for Lamine. In the second half, he didn't give any assist or he didn't score, but it was incredible the way he played in the first half. All the danger was for his part of the pitch in the right wing position. Incredible action in the first goal. So 2 points for him. And finally, I doubt if giving 1 point to Araujo or Gerard Martin, because Araujo scored a goal and gave an assist. But finally, I will give the point for Gerard Martin, because it was not only the goal. He played very well in the left wing position. He was very kind in the way that he answered my questions just in the interview area. So I will give 1 point for Gerard Martin. So these are all the news from here. Pablo, it was a pleasure to be with you and join your show also today. And now it's time to think in Champions League. We did our homework. We are the leaders of the league again, 1 point ahead of Atletico Madrid, 3 points ahead of Real Madrid. So now time to go to Lisbon. I swear I will go to the elevator. Remember that the 5th goal scored by Rafinha last time. I didn't watch it. I was in the elevator of Dallas.
Marek, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again there on Wednesday night. Go home and get yourself warm from a cold game. Guys, MVP for you guys. Marek Brau went Olmo, Lamine Yamal and Gerard Martin. Spence, I'm going to go to you first. Who are you thinking?
I would have loved to have put Gerard Martin or Casado into my top 3, but it was so difficult today. There was almost no room for them, maybe at that one position, but Olmo was the best player on the pitch by far. And his deliveries, his pace, and the distribution, it was just all on point. And Ronald Araujo has not been asked to play as much as he'd like to be, even though he's coming back from injury. And as soon as he got on the pitch today, he made an instant difference. Didn't have much defending to do, so he decided to take the license to go forward, and that paid off out of the corner. And then that little hit that he had that turned into the Lewandowski goal. And Pedri was everywhere out there today. He was doing the same thing that Olmo was doing. Barça won this game for me in the midfield. Yeah, the goals came from other sources, but these 3, for me, today's top 3.
Yeah, fair enough. Also went for Olmo. Alex, something similar?
Yeah, I had to go for Dani Olmo. I think the impact that he had in the game was really, really important. It was down to him as well, but how the style of plays kind of went about, it just benefited him a lot, and he took advantage of it. Essentially, that assist to Gerard Martin was, just amazing as well. A little lob over inside the pitch, inside the small box, which was quite impressive. Pedri, for me, also was, he had that banger that went top corner to the crossbar would have been amazing. I think that sums up his game. He was involved again. Defensively, he was really good as well. Again, it was kind of one in the midfield because, Real Sociedad tried to attack and we won it back really, really quickly in the midfield positions, and it was basically just like recycling the ball over and over again. We attacked, Real Sociedad got the possession back, we would get it back, and it would just be like over and over again. And Pedri was kind of, in the middle of that. Lamine Yamal, I think the third one was really hard. That's why we all have different ones. It could have been anybody that got that. I think Lamine was involved in the attack a lot. He didn't obviously get a goal for himself. I think he studied a lot in the box today, but outside of that, he's still got an assist. He could have got another one with Dani Olmo, and I think just him in that space benefited us a lot.
Absolutely, Alex. I think, if I can remember myself, that I went something similar in terms of man of the match. If not identical, there you have it.
Whoa!
Olmo, Pedri and Lamine Yamal.
Look at
I agree.
that.
I think Olmo was the best player on the pitch.
Pablito pequeñito.
These guys, man. I think Olmo was the best player on the pitch, without a shadow of a doubt. I do agree with that, despite, no goal from today, obviously. But I think the first assist was brilliant in just the way he operated in between lines. Pedri, no game-defining action, but just think when he's on the pitch, he's always one of the best players. I really do. And I think he dictated play again today. And I went for Lamine. I think Lamine's second half dropped off sort of like everyone. But first half, I think when we really needed to get goals, in the bag, I think he was one of Barca's driving forces. So I went for Lamine Yamal too there. So there you have it, MVP votes in full. 12 for Olmo, by the way.
That's clean sweep.
Yeah, I think I think that was.
We don't often get that.
No,
12,
you don't.
12 straight for Olmo. 5 for Pedri, 4 for Lamine Yamal, 2 for Araujo, and 1 for Gerard Martin there, of course, getting himself for the debut goal. We're going to show you a little bit of Imanol Alguacil's press conference after the game. We'll be back here shortly, also to show you Hansi Flick. So enjoy this.
Buenas tardes, Mister Alfredo Martínez para Radio Estadio Onda Cero. La jugada que condiciona el partido, la expulsión de los
The sending off after 60 minutes.
¿En algún momento crees que el jugador a veces debe refrenarse porque
Have the player need to stop before that?
Totalmente.
Yeah, totally.
Son conscientes los jugadores. De hecho,
they are fully aware.
Son situaciones que las entrenamos, así que
we train that.
Totalmente evitable.
Unavoidable. Is a fair sending off, and the game ended there. 11v11 is difficult enough against Barcelona. 10v11, you can imagine. It's an impossible job. Starting from there, I was trying to keep risks at the very minimum, and I knew it was impossible. I was about to ask the same question. Do you think in the game when that happens? Well, yeah, but knowing that is going to be difficult.
Aparte que a mí también como entrenador me gusta apretar arriba, ir arriba, quitarles el balón a
everyone to put the pressure.
Habéis visto cuál era la intención del equipo.
That was the intention.
Ni a mí me gusta tener que juntarme, ni al jugador tampoco aunque esté el Barcelona enfrente. Pero es que con uno menos es
down to 10 is impossible to play here.
Si ya 11 para 11. Normalmente si vas tarde o mal, estos jugadores te encuentran libre los espacios para generar ocasiones de gol, te puedes imaginar con uno menos y por encima es que teniendo en cuenta que para nosotros hoy era el partido número 15 jugando cada 3-4 días.
And 15 games every 3 or 4 days, many injuries.
Creo que
and Barca perhaps are in the best moment of the season, perhaps.
Sabiendo que iba a ser muy complicado, ya incluso cuando íbamos 0-0 y nos hemos quedado con uno menos, ya con el 2-0 en el descanso.
2-0 half-time, game over.
La ilusión, les he hecho ver a los jugadores que nos teníamos que mantener de pie y que si teníamos la posibilidad de aguantar con ese 2-0, pues incluso los últimos 10 minutos intentar apretar y ir un poquito más alocadamente a por ellos, ¿no? Pero es que es imposible y ha pasado lo que tenía que pasar.
It was understandable what happened. We considered some more goals. Just try to keep a cool head, but thinking of Manchester.
Hola Imanol, buenas tardes. Gabriel Oliver para Punto Deportivo. A pesar de la derrota, la Real ha mostrado.
Answers from Imanol Alguacil there in his post-match press conference there, saying, of course, how much of a difficult game it was for his team. Guys, Wednesday night, massive game against Benfica. You know, of course, it's been been quite a good setup for it, actually, as we've spoken about being able to rest players. The 4-0 victory, of course, for Barça. Lots of confidence, I think. In a moment, we'll show you just quickly the highlights from that crazy game that we had against Benfica in the league phase, of course, the 5-4 victory that we picked up. If you guys remember that, I mean, how can you not remember it?
How could you
But of
forget
course,
that?
you know,
You can't forget that.
this is going to be, I feel personally, quite a tough game for Barca. First leg, as you said, Spence, you don't always need to get, you know, the win in the first leg. It can be a 1-1. You can take it into the second leg. But now starts the real business end of the Champions League, you know, and one of the most important parts of the season.
Yeah, no, it's go time, 100%. And that's why they've got to come in ready to go from the first minute, because those ties change, as we saw in the first leg of the Copa del Rey against Atleti. They can change literally inside of the first minute of the game.
Yeah.
So let's see what they come out with on Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex, I mean, it's a game I think we're all looking forward to. We always love when the Champions League comes around, right? And like I said, this is quite a good little setup for it, I feel.
Yeah, I think we're all excited for Champions League because it's the first time in quite a lot of seasons that we actually feel really, really confident that you can say, yeah, we can go all the way. Like there's literally nothing stopping us, essentially. Put us against, you know, a Bayern Munich, a Dortmund, and, you know, we'll get the job done.
We've beaten Bayern.
Exactly.
We've beaten Dortmund.
Exactly.
We've beaten Madrid.
Yeah.
We've beaten Benfica. Doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but...
No, but like it's so far we've proven you put anybody in front of us and we can do it, and we can do it in a matter of, you know, winning a Clasico 5-2, for example. So I think that's what makes it exciting, is that we are, you know, we're genuinely confident in this team. We're genuinely confident in the abilities that we have, and we're confident that, you know, we can go all the way. So the Champions League right now is just, it's such an exciting competition, especially the format this season. I thought it was quite exciting, but for us to get, you know, second place in the table and being able to kind of go over the line with this team, I'm excited.
Yeah, Benfica, I think they're going to be tough, by the way. I mean, I think I was really impressed with them, especially in that first half, with the way they carved Barca open at times. I think once they were 4-2 up, they did sink in, you know, to a lower block and just sort of welcome the pressure from Barca. But I thought up until that point, they caused us an awful lot of problems. And I think, you know, Flick will know and the players will know they've got to take that up a step too, because they're going to put a lot of pressure on Barca. I think especially at home with the first leg, they're going to try and take advantage of that and try and put Barca under as much pressure as they can, and of course try and get the most positive result they can to go back to Montjuic, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how first legs are. And when we talked about the first leg of the Copa last week, the consensus opinion amongst everybody was, well, it'll probably be like 1-0. You know, we'll see. So it's impossible to predict these things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talking about La Liga briefly before we'll take you to the Hansi Flick press conference. Here is the results they've happened so far. Valladolid drawing 1-1 with Las Palmas there, and lots of relegation scrap. Girona there, Spence, you mentioned you were at that game, 2-2 draw with Celta, lovely weather as you mentioned. Rayo with a 1-1 draw against Sevilla. Sevilla coming back in that game. There's the big one for Barça. Real Betis 2. Real Madrid 1. Massive win that for Betis, not only in their season but also in Barça's, of course, if we're talking selfishly. Atletico de Madrid were able to get the job done again. Julian Alvarez scoring for them in that one. Leganés just earlier today, that's a massive win for them over Getafe, 1-0 at home.
Boo, Getafe, boo!
Mallorca 1-0 up against Deportivo Alaves as we speak, and of course Barça have beaten Real Sociedad 4-0. Pretty satisfactory, guys. I don't know if we can see the league table too to show you guys that we are now clear as outright league leaders in La Liga. There you have it. There's the bottom of the table that is, you know, jigging about too with the results we just went over. And there you go. 3 points clear now of Real Madrid. Just one above Atleti as we were before, of course.
And those two teams meet in 2 weeks in La Liga.
In La Liga.
And we meet Atleti.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Real Madrid and Atleti. Sorry, in the Metropolitano, away from home, massive game. And before we even do any of that, they're playing each other twice in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So for Atleti, massive few days. They'll probably be quite happy with the way they've got out. By the way, the 4-4 and the 1-0. You know, with the way they got out. But for Barça now, I feel like we're in a good position with the way things are going. That game in 2 weeks' time today,
against Atleti will be one of the most nerve-wracking, I feel, of the season so far. But it's, you know, it's what we're here for. You know, I think it's right before the international break, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the last game before the break.
That result will stay with us for a few weeks too.
Yeah.
Just like the last time those two teams played before an international break.
On the 21st of December.
Or not an international break, but the holiday break.
Yes.
21st of December.
They don't know how to play boring games, those two teams this year.
No, definitely. For better, for worse.
No, yeah.
For better, for worse.
Absolutely. But I think we've played really well against Atleti the 2 times we have played against them.
To be fair, we lost in December, but to be honest, that was one of those games that we shouldn't have lost. Like in any we were the better team, we had the better chances. It was, you know, we did not deserve to lose in the last minute of that match.
We need Simeone to forget how many substitutions he has and then use all of them before he can bring Sorloth on in like the 85th.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They've got their game plan set now already, haven't they, Atleti? They know what they're going for, you know. I think we've got a little tweet to show you from Lewandowski, if that's right, from my editor who tells me here. Yeah, about Lewandowski. I mean, look at that. That's what Mark Brow was telling us. Woo! For me, that is a ridiculous stat, by the way.
And the fact that he can continue now with the curse broken.
Yeah, that's great news as well for him, that he's got you guys on side too. But let's just think about this. Like, in terms of the age of a striker, I know striker, obviously you can sort of keep going for a few years. You know, if you play it right, he clearly has.
Yeah.
But obviously you look at that as someone gets older into their 30s. You've got 33 first season, 26 second. You probably think, okay, maybe like at most 28 this season. We're in March, by the way. He's already beaten the first season, which I thought...
which is ridiculous.
The Hansi Revolution.
I know.
The Hansi Revolution.
We did ask the question when he first came in, Hansi. We always said, well, what now with Lewandowski? Because we saw them at Bayern, obviously.
He also was at 100 goals in the Champions League as well, wasn't it, this season? If I remember correctly.
Levy's hit that, you're saying?
The season. It was just the season. So the season, in terms of goal scoring, he's
now 7 away from 100 for Barça. If the math checks out there.
Exactly.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Well, technically 6 now, or was it?
No, he's 93 now, I think. Yeah, he was on 92
so
before.
7,
the game,
so
right?
7. So milestones. Lewa literally can't stop scoring unless Robert and Spence and I are on the show together. But no, it is amazing when you know the age that he's at, and the team that around him is so young that you don't really expect him to perform as well as he does.
Are we back at some point? When are you back?
Atleti.
Are you here for Atleti?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I know.
Are you?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Pablito Pequeñito,
call me down if you need.
Yeah, we might need you.
We'll just stop the commentary and just straight in, you know.
Pablito Pequeñito, I'm gonna call you.
Let's get it done. Let's just make it happen.
Yeah, right. So War Club against Atleti. What is that? The 16th of March.
It is, yeah, if needs be. I mean, by the way, like, I'm expecting him to get 7 goals before the season's up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
In March,
Yeah,
you think?
7 goals in March, I would say. Even
103 seasons, or 105, 6, 7, 10, whatever it's going to be.
No, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I know that's obviously what you want from Lewandowski when you sign him. You don't sign him to get 10 goals a season. I'm aware of that, but man, that's getting your money's worth.
No, it is.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly.
It's
well,
very,
guys,
very impressive.
We're going to say goodbye to you there. Thank you so much for joining me because we're going to show you Hansi Flick's press conference. Been an absolute pleasure.
Give it up for Pablito Pequeñito, everybody. Come on. Woo!
On his
Let's
debut.
go.
His
guys,
debut.
Been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully see you guys again very soon.
Thank you, Pablito Pequeñito.
There you have it, guys. We're going to leave you with Hansi Flick's press conference. Big win for Barça today, and we'll see you all very shortly. Take care.
Hola, Hansi, bona tarda. Mireia Ruiz en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. El Barça, en 40 partits, ja ha fet 124 gols.
40 games, 124 goals.
Han estrenat com a golejadors Covarsí, Gerard, Martín, Caçador.
2 players getting his first.
Quin està sent el gran secret perquè...
What's the secret?
I tan sovint. Gràcies.
It's our style we want to play, so we always first thought is always in the offense. So we want to pass always in the offense, and we're attacking well. So everyone is have this hunger to score goals. So it's good. It's good to have this. Of course, we are today also we are in the right positions how we want to play, and it helps us a lot because we had a lot of chances, to pass through the last line, and so also the red card. So we forced it because we, this is what we want, pass to last line, and so we are happy with this. But more happy than about the scoring goals is that we have 3 points.
Hola, Hansi. Aquí Marta Ramon en directe a RAC1. Dani Olmo suma ja 2 titularitats consecutives.
2 games in a row from the start for Dani Olmo.
Avui s'ha quedat a la banqueta. Olmo està arribant al punt que volíeu.
Is he reaching that point that you wanted?
I que ve la Champions, de poder mantenir-se a l'11.
No, I'm honest. Normally we thought about to start with Gavi today, but yesterday he felt a little bit, not so healthy, and so we took care about that, and this is why Dani played or starts today.
Hola, mister. Buenas tardes. Adrià Alves, en directo para el carrusel de la serie Moguts de Ser Cataluña. Quería preguntarle precisamente por Gavi, que había sido suplente en los 3 últimos partidos y en 2 no ha jugado ningún minuto. Decía usted que no se encontraba
not
calentado.
Feeling well, didn't warm up.
Hablaban también con él justo en el momento que entraba Fermín para explicarle que no iba a jugar. No sé si nos puede explicar.
Can you tell us something about this situation?
No, it was like yes, because he said yesterday he had fever, okay, and we have to take care about that, and you also warm up. So we said, okay, it's not necessary maybe to bring him in. So we gave another player, and it was also good that we don't make the last 2 substitutions, because Ronald said, okay, I have to go out, we have to change it, and it was not an option that Ronald goes out earlier. So because we said he needs 90 minutes, but he said, okay, maybe it's better to bring another player in. So this is why, and some, all the thoughts we made before in the match, it's not easy to manage everything like that, and so we have to adapt, and this is what we did.
Buenas tardes, mister Alfredo Martínez, para Radio Estadio Onda Cero. Líder a 12 jornadas del final.
Top of the table, 12 games to go.
Cuartos de final de la Copa del Rey, semifinales, perdón. Y está luchando también por la Champions.
Cup semi-finals.
Llega un gran momento.
In the Champions League there.
¿Cree que su equipo llega en un momento óptimo para competir?
Is your team perhaps in the peak?
I wouldn't say these things. Okay, I think it's not the right moment to say this, because I know that it could be changed really very quick, very fast. So for us, it's really very important that we just focus on the next match, and this is Benfica. And today we are happy with these 3 points, and it's a long way in La Liga, in the Copa, and also in the Champions League. But what I said before, always we will fight for every title. And I think when we start this season, no one achieved this. So we are in the situation that we can fight, and this is what we want to also to fight till the end of the season.
Hola, Hansi, Elena Condis, Cadena COPE. No sé si ayer vio el partido de Betis Real.
Did you see Madrid last night?
He escuchado a Ancelotti, que ha dicho que él tiene la sensación de que la Liga se va a decidir el último día, el último partido.
Ancelotti said perhaps the league will be decided in the last game of the season.
¿Qué sensación tienes tú cuando ves que
Do you agree?
pincha, que está todo tan disputado?
No, for me, it's always think about the next match. Don't look too far away. So it's for me this thing. I don't think about this. Really, I'm happy that we are now in this situation again, on top of the table, and so we have to focus on the next match, Benfica, and then the next match is on La Liga on Saturday. So we will focus on that.
Buenas tardes, Hansi. Felicidades por la victoria. Como dice que se centra en el siguiente partido, que es contra el Benfica, no sé si todo lo que ha sucedido hoy ha sido muy bueno para el Barça.
It's been good, everything today.
Evidentemente, los
Thinking of Benfica.
Por cómo se ha producido desde la expulsión, ha podido hacer rotaciones.
Sending up, rotations.
Después hacer cambios pronto con el resultado.
Making early changes.
Un partido perfecto, no solamente
Was
para la Liga,
the perfect match today?
el próximo miércoles. Gracias.
We will see on Wednesday. I cannot say this. Of course, there are a lot of things. It helps us a lot today. The red card was like that, but also how we played. We were very dominant after this red card, and this is what, how we want to play. And of course, that the substitution with Rafa, with Pedri, and also with Cooper was very important for us. Also for them, because they can rest a little bit more. Maybe, this is the way. You're right. This helps us a lot, but at the end we will see. We have to play the match on Wednesday because Benfica they had 1 week to prepare for our match, so we have to take care about this.
Hola, Hansi, ¿qué tal? Felicidades por la victoria. Raúl Fuentes en directo para Radio Marca. Son ya 15 partidos consecutivos sin perder.
15 games unbeaten.
Fue ante el Atlético de Madrid el 21 de
last defeat against Atletico in December.
¿Pensabas que con el calendario que venía enero-febrero tendrías el...
Did you see these stats coming?
¿Te ha sorprendido el...
Are you surprised by the good result?
En este enero y en este febrero? Gracias.
No, with this team I'm not surprised in any things because so also when I think the press conference after the match against Atletico in December, I said this. We played really fantastic, and this is also when we are on this way, when we are perform like this, I think there's a lot of things possible, and now it works like that. So we're playing good, and we are focused in every match. So also with the positioning and rest defending was today much better than on the last match against Atletico. So this is how we want to learn from every match, and today was much better.
Guten Abend, Mister. Felicidades por la victoria. Jordi Blanco de ESPN. Cuando se habla hoy, por ejemplo, de que Gavi no estaba y usted pensaba ponerle y ha jugado Olmo, a veces la oportunidad que debería ser entre Casado o Frenkie de Jong cuando juega también Fermín. Con todos estos futbolistas, ¿considera usted que tiene el mejor centro?
Do you think you've got the best midfield
puede querer
that you can get?
Un equipo de Europa y que es un centro del campo perfecto en sus planes.
Well, I cannot say if it's the best in the world or in Europe, but what I can say is the quality is very high. So this is really good for us, for the team, because we have different options in these positions, and it helps a lot at this moment of the season.
Hi Hansi, it's Laia Cervelló from The Athletic. I would like to ask you about Gerard Martin. What things do you think he has improved from the beginning of the season, and in which moment of the pre-season did you decide that you wanted to keep him on the first team? Thank you.
I think you saw it also. Today he played really good and performed well, and it's not about the goal. We are happy that he scored, and also that Kaza scored his first goal. It's for them. I think it's really huge to score a goal for the first team, but they deserved it. They really improve a lot during now and yeah. What I can say it's now you can also see with the ball he believe in that he can with the confidence. He really played well and also in ball position, and of course I'm happy that he improved a lot and helps us a lot, because Balde had a lot of minutes in the last matches and helps a lot that maybe Balde can rest, and on this level he also make pressure on Balde, and this is good.
Hola, señor Flick, Mari Carmen Torres del diario Marca. El que no ha marcado es Lamine Yamal, se le está resistiendo el gol.
Lamine Yamal didn't score today.
Le ve frustrado, le ve...
Do you see him frustrated, something?
Nacional, gracias.
I think every player wants to score, but for me, and I think also for Lamine, it's important that you also give the last pass and You know, it's very great. So he's always preparing about or creating chances, and he's doing well with this. And I think one day he will come back and score, and then it's a normal way, because he always try a lot of things, create chances, try to score. But yeah, of course the opponent is also doing well. Also today, I think Real Sociedad has a really good team. I loved how they play football, and it's really good to see that. And yeah, but Lamine is on a good way, and it doesn't matter who scored the goal, because we are one team. And when we score 4 goals, and I think everyone is happy.
Gracias, buena tarde.
Gracias.